At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
This is your home for the Chieftains. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Kansas Insurance agents have years of industry experience. Learn more at kansasins.com.
They're going to go for the tie or the lead. Drive it in like they want to go for the tie. Jason Bird able to kiss it off the glass. Broncos still in that zone. Shawnick penetrates, right hand, count the bucket! A chance to tie the game at the free throw line. Nice job keeping the hip back, get behind him now. Can he lift him up and bring him down? Executed perfectly for Brady Martin. Trying to make it too risky, but he does turn him. Tyler Chris, can he get the pinfall? He did! He does it! The young freshman is the 106 regional champion.
It's time for the Chieftains on your home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Are closing in the final stretch of the winter sports season as we got about 3 weeks left to go. 2 more games here inside Chieftain Arena, including the game tonight, a doubleheader from back in early December. These two teams met back at week 1. It's your Tonganoxie Chieftains and the Louisburg Wildcats coming up and presented by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care in attention to each individual client. Let's see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most. Call 913-369-6600 as we welcome in everybody here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, along with our friends over at the Varsity Sports Live YouTube channel and Louisburg Sports Live. So glad you all could be with us. Dylan Funk, as always, alongside Dennis Drennan. S&S Body pregame show right now. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. Excited for this matchup here tonight between the Chieftains and the Wildcats. Plenty on the line in both matchups. We've got the girls' games coming up here at just about 5 minutes. And let's talk about these two teams, partner, because they are on different paths. They started on different paths, and they're going different paths right now. First for Tonganoxie, 8-7 now on the year. They've dropped to under 500 in Frontier League play. Their last game was on the road this past Thursday, a 35-point loss on the road at Baldwin, running into a buzzsaw there with the Bulldogs at the Doghouse. So now 4-5 in league play are the Chieftains. They started 6-2, now are 2-5 in their last 7 games, including losers of 3 games in a row. And last week was a just a week to forget in total for the offense. Struggled mightily. Alyssa Shawnick held about 15 points for the week. She averages 19 per game usually. Everybody else pretty much a non-factor. This offense for the Chieftains needs to get going tonight. How about I unmute you there? There we go.
No question about that, partner. And Shawnick, she's got to have some help from her teammates, and specifically Addie Schooler. I mean, she can be a big present for the Chieftains, in the paint, but she's been off her game the last few. So hopefully that'll change tonight. They got to play good defense and not turn the ball over, and hopefully they'll have a good game tonight.
As for Louisburg coming in, they started the year one of 10. They had a really tough stretch there at the beginning, all through December and most of January. Now they're 5-10, 3-7 in Frontier League play, and they've won 4 of their last matchups, including 3 games in a row. So all of a sudden, head coach Adrian Lane and company, they have this Lady Cat team playing their great basketball at about the right time as they're now in contention for snagging one of those final postseason spots in girls 4A.
That's one of the things that's still out there for you if you haven't had the best season. Is you can still secure a place in the playoffs, and as you know, partner, when you get there, anything can happen.
Exactly. You need a ticket to the dance. You need to get an invite to the ball, however you want to say it. You get in, chaos can happen. We've seen it so many times, all the way from the high school level all the way to the pro level as well. So a match between two teams, again, they haven't played since December 6th. That was the very first game of the season. So you can take that matchup and anything that happened there and basically throw it out the window because we're now 3 weeks left in the regular season. It is worth noting, Tongi did win that game 44-42. It came down to the final shot. If you ask a Louisburg Wildcat fan, our friends over at Louisburg Sports Live right now, they thought there was a foul on the final shot in the game put up by Louisburg. It was from 3, so if a whistle would have been blown, it was a chance to win the game at the free throw line. It was a neck-and-neck game nonetheless. Expect more of the same here tonight as we'll have our Wizard of Oz starting lineups, First Security Bank keys to the game, and much more coming up on the other side here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be a breed-specific trim or an adorable cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities and space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com. About ready to get this one started here. Game 1 between Louisburg and Tongi coming up in a matter of moments before we send it down for our starting lineups presented by Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com. The Lady Chieftains were supposed to play this past Friday on the road at Bonner Springs. They had that game the night before on the road at Baldwin. 35-point loss suffered there. The game for Bonner pushed back to later Thursday night, February 20th. More on that for you Tongi fans as the night goes along. For Louisburg coming in, a 3-game winning streak, an impressive win their last time out against one of the top 10 4A teams in girls basketball, Ottawa. So a matchup between a hot Wildcats team and a Lady Chieftains squad off to their best season in a dozen years, looking to turn things around here tonight including losers of their last 3 straight games in Frontier League play for Tonganoxie. So this will be a very exciting matchup. Boys matchup will be happening later on tonight here at around 7:30. Let's now send it down to our PA announcer, John Tollefson, to meet our starting 5.
For Louisburg, number 1, a senior, Jillian Asher. For Tonganoxie, number 1, 5'3" junior, Alyssa Schoening. For Louisburg, number 3, a senior, Ashlyn Kuhlman. For Tonganoxie, number 2, 5'6" junior, Talia Baldock. For Louisburg, number 12, a senior, Sabra Brugen. For Tonganoxie, number 15, a 5'4" junior, Emerson Maslach. For Louisburg, number 22, a senior, Samantha Lay. For Tonganoxie, number 20, a 5'5" junior, Farah Olson. For Louisburg, number 23, a senior, Allison Brown. And for Tonganoxie, number 33, 6'1" sophomore, Addie Schooler. And coaches for this evening's game, for Louisburg.
So there are your starting 5 right there for both the Chieftains and the Wildcats. It's now time for some keys of the game, brought to you by First Security Bank, your locally owned community bank in Tonganoxie. Stop by and meet their friendly staff today at 415 Stone Creek Drive, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. No secret, the offense in a bit of a rut here. Part of that losing 3 straight games to Frontier League opponents. The offense needs to get off to a better start. What are some keys you're going to be looking for them to do that here tonight?
Well, I think they're going to have to try and get some better quality shots. These last few games, we've noticed they've put up a lot of 3 balls that haven't been going down. So I'm looking to get it into Addie Schooler into the paint, and I would actually have Alyssa Schoening driving and then dishing to the open shooter.
So here we go. Schooler wins the tip. Opening tip-off tonight brought to you by Lynch Real Estate. They'll help you buy or sell your next home and make your real estate dreams come true. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust, as we are started here inside Chieftain Arena. So glad you all can be with us today here on Tonganoxie Sports Live and over on Louisburg Sports Live on the Varsity Sports Live YouTube channel. Here's an early drive-in from Maslach. Had a couple of defenders, got a hand on it, shot offline. Here come the Wildcats on their first offensive possession tonight.
Yeah, Louisburg was in a zone defense that last go-around. It looks like Chieftains are going to pick up man-to-man.
So an early turnover here for Louisburg. Again, they are the team that has the upper hand coming into this matchup as far as recent success. Winners in 3 straight games. Tonganoxie coming off a rough week last week, playing 2 of the top teams in the league in Eudora a week ago, and then on the road Thursday night at Baldwin. Looking to get back on the right stuff here tonight. That 3 short, tipped out from Baldock, and the miss from Schoening is eventually collected by Jillian Asher, bringing it up the floor. Now over to the far side. They're going to go down low, off for Sneaker. Ball is loose. Possession arrow will keep it down here with Louisburg as the jump ball comes in, trying to go to Sabra Brugen underneath, number 12. And we'll have an inbounds here for Louisburg. It'll be Jillian Asher to trigger it in. Surveying her options. Got to get something in here quick, and she does it to the far corner. She finds over there Allison Brown, number 23. Now trying to go to work on Schooler. Good move. Great recovery from Addie Schooler. Got beat on that initial move, but trailed right behind her, using that long length, that 6'1" reach of Addie Schooler, getting a clean block.
Yeah, that was nicely done there.
Sets up a Maslach 3, tried to bank it in. Schoening comes away with the board, up strong, and a chance to earn them at the line. Same old there for Alyssa Schoening in on the board on the missed 3. And now a chance to try to nail them in at the free throw line for our first points here in this contest. As Jillian Asher will be charged with the foul.
Yeah,
2 free throws here for Alyssa.
And Alyssa has no fear going in there with the trees and down in the paint. No bigger than she is. Boy, she's quite a rebounder and defender down there.
So she gets the first points of the night, takes a second. Looking to knock it down on the back end. Up in the air from Schoening. A little strong, takes a couple of bounces and falls off. Rebound collected. That's Ashlyn Kuhlman. Open three. Takes the shot on the far side. Little long. Board underneath in favor of Louisburg, and now they will get their first trip to the line. That's Brugan again underneath. No one got a body on her, able to collect that missed three over on the far side from Brown. And just like that, Lewisburg a chance to take the lead.
And that foul was on Addie. She fouled out the last game that we called, so she needs to stay out of foul trouble because they really need her presence inside.
Fouls have definitely been a point of emphasis for Tonganoxie the past few games. Need to try to control on those going forward. So both teams 1 of 2. Their first trips to the line. Our first tie of the game at 1 apiece. Trying to dish it down low, deflect it out. Back beyond the three-point arc for Tongi. Skip past Baldock. Quick pass to Mazlak. Near corner three. Doesn't go. And the board collected by Asher.
That's 3 threes they've put up already.
Kuhlman, Mazlak between her and the bucket. Puts it off the side of the backboard. Little offline on that shot. Here's Shawnick controlling it in traffic. Goes across, finds Schooler. Tries to go up strong. I believe she traveled, though, and she did. So like the effort, kind of in transition. Had to get that quick spin around. Goes up with the shot, knocks it down, but the travel is coming in.
That's the kind of shots the Chieftains need tonight.
As we welcome in Jayla Herrera for the first time tonight for Tonganoxie. Chieftains led by head coach Austin Eckert, first-year head coach. Adrian Lane, the head coach for the Wildcats on the other side. Coach Lane has done tremendous work with their team over the last month or so. Has them right back in contention after many teams kind of wrote them off after a 1-10 start to the season. Now all of a sudden playing some of the best basketball around and are heating up at the right time, trying to snag one of those final few postseason spots as that's quickly approaching about 3 weeks away. Shawnick again fighting for the loose board. Up strong, doesn't go. Knocked out of bounds last off of Asher. So even when she doesn't fully get the board, she still goes up strong with it. You had 3 purple jerseys around. No one can collect it. So again, ball will stay down here with Tongi as Kaylin Weehee checks in for Addie Schooler. She gets it at the elbow, hands to Baldock on the other. Mazlak back out to Shawnick. 22 seconds on the shot clock, still plenty of time, dipping under 5 to go in the opening quarter.
Louisburg switched to a man-to-man defense.
Weehee wants it, not going to get it yet. Shawnick going to drive right on Asher, kicks it to Mazlak, into the lane, little move around, doesn't go off the glass. Asher picking up the tempo on the floor. She'll try to go up, and the miss is collected by Baldock. Offense is a hard time trying to get it in the cup early on in this one. Baldock with space. Hands to Herrera. Kalia, not necessarily known as the big threat from downtown. When she has space, she usually will try to put the shot up. Didn't that time. Another offensive board for Tongi, and this one blocked for Mazlak, and they're going to get the second of the game on Jillian Asher. And unless if on the backside she really got a hand, a piece of the hand or maybe the wrist of that shot, it looked like it was a pretty good portion of the ball.
Yep.
So Mazlak now to the line, and she misses on the front end. So one thing, we talked about the offensive struggles earlier here for Tongi in the past few weeks. One thing you can do to help alleviate that is when you get to the free throw line is to knock down your shots.
Yeah, no question about that, partner. You just can't afford to leave that many points on the line.
At a 50% clip thus far, 2 of 4 from the line as a team. And Hulsa comes back in, Emerson Mazlak back out. You had a couple of substitutions for Louisburg as well, with Shyler Whiting, number 21, coming in, as well as 13, Morgan Latham.
Chieftains picking up full court.
And 10 seconds coming in right as she was crossing the timeline. Whistle comes in, another taken away possession by this Chieftain defense, like you mentioned, in that full court pressure. Coach Eckert telling Shawnick, hold up, gets a look at what Louisburg's set up here on defense. Appears to still be in that man-to-man. Also freed up on the screen. Quick ball movement here for the Chieftains, trying to find that open shot. Right now it's Whiting that's going to be charged with guarding Alyssa Schoeneck. 8 seconds, Schoeneck drives, and again another foul drawn. So 3 already in this first quarter for Louisburg.
Well, that's what, we talked about one of the keys of the game is Schoeneck attacking the basket, and so far she's been successful.
Sammy Lane, number 22, picks up her first. Back to the line for Schoeneck after going 1 for 2 on her first trip. From the line, right around 60% on the season. She knocks down on the front end. 2-point lead for Tonganoxie.
Low scoring first quarter here.
So far. Both teams scoring 40+ in the first matchup back in week 1, December 6th to be exact. And the Chieftains right now with the largest lead at 3, 4-1. Wildcats looking for their first field goal, as all of our points thus far has come from the free throw line. And right as I'm saying that, McKenna Losey buries that shot. Brings her team back within 1. With space, Schoeneck takes the 3. Offline to the right. Herrera right there. Barely had to move for that board. Still loose. Kalia Baldock fighting for it. She brings it back in. Good hustle by Kalia Baldock. A third chance at the cup here for Tonganoxie.
Some nice offensive rebounding by the Chieftains.
Inside, Hulsa blocked. Underneath, rejecting that one, Kuhlman.
Yeah, it was a clean block.
No doubt about it. Underneath, goes up with it, gets her own miss, and able to collect. That's Losey again. Coming into the game, providing the offensive spark here for the Wildcats as they now take their first lead, 5-4. Chieftains trying to answer, approaching 2 to go in the opening quarter. Herrera from Schoeneck. Can't bury it. Ball still loose. Losey has it. Schoeneck. Jump ball is called, so it stays down here with the Chieftains fighting for it near the baseline, as we'll have Schooler and Maslak in and Brown coming in for the respective teams. Whiting, Kuhlman, along with Latham out there. Losey as well, and Brown, the 5 out for the Wildcats. Also Maslak, Weehee, Schooler, and Herrera out there for the Chieftains. Under 2 to go in the first. Also keeps that one away from the defender. Skips it to Schooler. Nicely done. Can't finish underneath. Still loose. Schooler able to save it. Chieftains eating up on the offensive boards thus far. Looking to reset. Maslak drives, dishes. Weehee too strong. It goes off the noggin of Schooler. Eventually it goes out of bounds. And after all that, it'll be Wildcat basketball.
Well, the Chieftains will get plenty of looks. They just can't get them to fall yet. Doing a great job on the offensive boards. Lots of second chance points.
Eventually, as the game goes along, you got to assume that lid is going to get a little looser around that rim and eventually come off. As the pull-up shot there from Kuhlman, able to draw the foul. So that'll be given to Farrah Hulsa for her first. And 2 free throws here coming in for Ashlyn Kuhlman, the senior this year for the Wildcats. Her shot up in the air, nothing but net.
One Schoeneck into the game for Tonganoxie.
3 team fouls for Louisburg, 2 for Tonganoxie. Back in free throw from Kuhlman. She buries them both.
One Asher in the game for Louisburg.
A little 6-0 run here for the Wildcats. A 5-0 run, yes. Takeaway here for Louisburg, looking to cash in points off turnovers, approaching the final minute. Something that definitely has been a problem for the Chieftains this season. Average close to about 12 turnovers a game, especially in the midst of this 3-game losing streak they come into this game on. So you had Herrera tying up for that loose ball. A whistle coming in. And they're going to get the foul on Herrera.
Herrera, first, team's third.
There we go. Now we have the score correct. 7-4 game in the middle of a 6-0 run for Louisburg, looking to make it 8+ potentially on this possession. Latham trying to drive baseline on Weehee, able to skip it out beyond the arc. 3 on the way. Short. Latham on the board again. Just at the free throw line. Can't get it to fall for Losi. Couple of good looks there for the Wildcats. Couldn't make either of them. About a 4.5-second difference, so Tongie's going to have to get a shot up here, and they will. Herrera off the side of the rim, and it will go out of bounds. So at 20.4 seconds, a chance for the final shot of this first quarter for Louisburg, as you have Kalia Baldock checking back in for the Chieftains. Back with full court pressure for the Chieftains, trying to get this steal. Potentially force a turnover. Trying to go underneath, trying to feed it to Losi. It goes out of bounds. Baldock still fighting for it. Almost takes out a cheerleader. But it stays down here with the Chieftains. A relentless motor from Kalia Baldock. Chieftains this season, they had no seniors on this varsity roster. It's all juniors, sophomores, and freshmen getting it done. This is going to be a pretty well-tooled and experienced team going into next season as well, as they do get that stop here. They knocked the ball loose off the knee of a Wildcat, so 8.4 seconds. Chance for Tongi to score some final points here at the end of the first. Five seconds, Shawnick going left, gonna take it herself. Alyssa Shawnick able to kiss it in off the glass, and the final horn sounds, and that is how the first quarter comes to an end. Low scoring affair, but still an exciting close game. 7-6, Wildcats with the lead as we head to the second here on Tonganoxie and Varsity Sports Live.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay. Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Start of the second quarter here. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 1 point lead, 7-6. They get the scoreboard updated here inside of Chieftain Arena. You mentioned Tongi had plenty of shots in that first quarter. 1 of 16, 6.25% from the field. Meanwhile, for Louisburg, 2 of 11. So offense is very cold to start this game. Reason for the low score right now. Still a close one, though, as Asher tries to drive it in, and she will be called for the travel. Turnover number 4 in the game for Louisburg. Chieftains also going 0 for 8 from downtown in that opening quarter. Definitely don't want to fall in love with the 3-ball early on.
Yeah, that was half of their shots.
Louisburg has made things a little harder trying to get it down in the paint. Deflection there, Herrera able to save it. Point proven right there. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
You need to get Addie down there and post it up. There you go.
Now 5, Shawnick. She ended the first quarter. Can't quite start the second quarter like that. And the loose board coming in favor of Louisburg. Here they come up the floor with Asher. Puts a shot up, offline, fight for the board. That miss from Adeline Stowe, first time into the game for her tonight. with space. Can't knock down to 3. 0 for 9 now to start this game from downtown for the Chieftains. Trying to find it underneath again to Stows, and it's a last touch by Tongi. It stays at this end. Coach Eckert trying to talk with his team right now, trying to get them to play a little bit better. He doesn't like what he has seen early on here from this Chieftain team. Inbounds pass in, trying to go right. Stops, goes up with it. No good. Board eventually collected by Schoeneck on the miss from Bruggen. Spin and blocked. And out of bounds. Nicely done there for Ashlyn Kuhlman. Able to stick with Alyssa Schoeneck, yeah. Schoeneck tried to put her in the spin cycle there, but she was not falling for it. Gets the block, and Schoeneck just kind of lost her bearings there a little. Yeah, lost her bearings, had the ball, foot on the baseline. Wildcats back the other way. Asher can't knock it down. Schoeneck had it, taken away by Bruggen. 3 Chieftains collapse, force it back out, pull up from beyond the free throw line, no good.
Cold shooting on both sides.
Very cold, under 20% for both teams. Maslak calls for it, gets it, can't knock down to 3. Lane on the board.
And another good block by the Wildcats over here. They're really defending the rim.
We've got so far 7 of the 13 points total in this game have come from the free throw line for both of these teams. Tongi at 4 of 6 and Louisburg 3 of 4. They're going to get 2 more here. As that will be the second foul of the game on Jayla Herrera. Sammy Lane, the southpaw to the free throw line, a little bit strong. Excuse me, that is number 12, Sabra Bruggen. The ponytail covered up the 1 just enough. I thought it was a 2, but it is a 1. And 0 for 2 at the line, that trip for Bruggen. Stays a 1-point Wildcat lead. Baldock will try. She hasn't had the answer either. Schooler on the board, goes up, can't finish. Multiple defenders around contesting that shot. Coach Eckert giving her a little of applause and saying, I like it. A tight defense here. Hulsa on Asher, able to find a way to Lane. Bruggen now picks up her dribble, back to Lane, into the far side to Losi. Ashlyn Brune also into the game for Tonganoxie. 7 seconds on the shot clock. That 3 is off, and it is good. Knocking it down from downtown, Samantha Lane.
Lane for 3.
In need of an answer here for Tongi. Maslak trying to answer. Cannot. Schooler had it. Deflected out of bounds. Last off of Bruggen. So a fresh 35 seconds coming up on the shot clock as Whiting checks back in for Asher for Louisburg.
Was that their 10th or 11th 3?
Brune able to save it. Schooler in the lane. A little high off the glass. Brune again able to save it. Maslak. Another 3 not going. I believe that's their 12th, including that last shot from Maslak. 0 for so far are the Chieftains.
Fouls on Whiting, her first. Teams first. Number 1, Schoeneck into the game for Tongi.
It has been a 9-2 run thus far for Louisburg. They're starting to try to get some momentum going in this game despite the cold start on offense for both of these teams. Another entry pass denied for Schooler, saves it, rifles it back to Schoeneck. She'll take a trip inside, kicks it out, far corner 3. Hulsa goes in and out. And give credit to Louisburg, they have made things very difficult for Tongi to get anything going in the paint, forcing them to take those low percentage threes. And so far, it's working in their favor as long as Tongi keeps missing. Now here's another board collected, up strong for Bruggen, and a foul for Schooler. I believe that'll be number 2 early on for her.
Yeah.
second, team second. Bruggen at the line shooting 2.
So back to the free throw line for Sabra Bruggen. Her first one up in the air. Took a couple of bounces, very favorable ones. As Weehee comes back in for Tongi, and number 23, Allison Brown, checks in for Louisburg. Schooler will sit out for a few moments. 3:35 to go here in the second quarter. That run for Louisburg now up to 11-2.
13 Latham into the game for Louisburg.
Tongi at one point had the largest lead at 3 points, 4-1, back in the first quarter. Schoenig trying to cut into this lead. That's short on the 3 with space as well, and now you're going to have Weehee pick up a foul, just trying to go for that ball that was already pretty well collected.
Fouls on Weehee, her first, team's third.
That's the third team foul now on Tongi. Still coming back in this full court pressure. Saving it from going out of bounds. Latham trying to find Losi underneath, and they're going to say she was shoved in the back. And there's the second, that's the first of the game on Schoenig. Brown looking, time running short, got to get in, and she does not. 5-second violation for Allie Brown. And a break here for the Chieftains, trying to cut into this 6-point Louisburg lead. Out of 3 to go till halftime. And you're seeing that at all times. There's at least about 2 or 3 purple jerseys in the lane. It is clear their direction of what they're wanting the Chieftains to do in this game. They're going to force them to knock down these threes, but they haven't been able to do it yet. That one offline from Brune. Yeah, you're looking at least 0 for 15 now from downtown, and open in the lane, easy 2. Might have a timeout from Eckert coming here shortly, as that one goes in for McKenna Losi. And there comes that timeout from Coach Eckert, 30-second timeout. 13-2 run after being down 3 early in this game for Lewisburg. Now they have their largest lead at 8. 2:21 to play still until halftime. We'll be back in 30 here on Tongi Sports Live.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, April Air, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
We're right here, pretty close to the Tongi bench. It was pretty clear in that, and I mean, pretty spirited talk, we should say, but definitely the focus, got to get it into the paint, got to find a way to open up the lane somehow, because Louisburg, and give credit to them, they have forced Tongi to take nothing but pretty much 3 balls the entirety of this game.
And there goes another one.
This time it goes. So finally,
the odds will catch you sooner or later.
Tongi somewhere in the neighborhood of 0 for 15 before that last shot from Kalia. That's a big 3 points needed, and now a foul underneath.
That's going to be the third on Addie, I think. Yep.
Her third.
They're going to have to get her out. Can't let her pick up the 4th in the first half.
Free throws for Losi. She comes up offline on the first attempt. And you're seeing how quickly Lewisburg, they are wasting no time getting it down inside. And now you got Schooler coming out, so even more emphasis probably going to be focused on that for this remaining 2 minutes of the first half. Second one from Losi gets that one to rattle home.
Yeah, as poorly as the Chieftains have shot, they're only down 2 possessions.
He could make it a 1-possession game here. Trying to find Weehee offline, and it's a turnover instead. Losi wanted to go down low, extra pass. Draws contact, shot no good, getting the board. On low was Latham, and they're going to get her with the foul as she was fighting with Shawnick, and they will.
She was over Shawnick's back.
First foul for Latham, only second team foul in the second quarter for Louisburg, with a 6-point lead. Herrera taking it from Baldock, now back to Shawnick, crossover, splits defenders, shot in the lane, good. Able to bank it in off the glass. Now 7 points for Alyssa, now a takeaway. Looking for 9, and it's a travel. And Asher and Bruggen back in for Louisburg. Coach Ecker continuing to voice his displeasure with that last travel call, and
it looked like it was a jump stop, but the referee didn't see it that way.
So 2 points off the board for Tongi. Wildcats back on the attack. Losi lets some defenders fly by and kisses it off the glass.
Nice job there by Losi with the head fake.
Baldock from where she made one earlier. Can't replicate the success.
Chieftains need to get back on defense. They're not getting back on defense.
Now Whiting avoids the travel call there. A little bit of a smirk too. She might know that she got away with a close one. They go right back to her, rifles it in, looking for Bruggen, and Shawnick picks it up off the deck. Up the head, she's got Herrera. She finds her on the right side, and a chance to earn him at the line. First foul of the game for Losi. 2 free throws here for Jayla Herrera. We've talked about so often, if you've been a regular listener to us here on Tongi Sports Live, the importance of getting to the free throw line, getting these free points. Good successful trip there for Herrera. Back to a 4-point game, especially in the middle of this offensive struggle the past few games for Tongi. Even more vital than when you get to the line, you knock them down. So far, Tongi has done their part there as Weehee deflected it and just swatted it away. Was looking for someone to get it. Was just trying to get it out of the hands and out of the direction of Brown. But he'll stay here with the Wildcats. 9.3 seconds till half. Stop here can be very big for the Chieftains. Trying to keep it a 4-point game going into the second half. Good look at it. Whiting for 3. Too strong. Shawnick collects. And no good. Asher might have got a deflection off of that. And the first half comes to an end. Still a low-scoring game. 17-13. Wildcats will take the lead into halftime. Looking to avenge that Week 1 loss back in December where they lost by 2, 44-42 to this Chieftain squad, as Louisburg takes the 4-point lead into halftime. We'll be back to break down the first half and more in the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information, and become a member today by visiting their website, tonganoxiebusinessassociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be a breed-specific trim or an adorable cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities in space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Welcome back in the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show. White Birch Properties and their team are ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007. Halftime score, Louisburg with a 4-point lead, 17-13 over Tonganoxie. Let's go through point totals real quick for both teams. Kuhlman with 2 points. Losi leading all scores with 9 points in this game for Louisburg. Pregame with 3. Lane with 3 as well, and that is all the scoring there. Very cold offensive night so far. We'll get to percentages here in just a few minutes. Alyssa Schoenig leading the way in scoring for Tongi with 7 points. Baldock with 3. 1 for Emerson Maslak and 2 for Jayla Herrera. Shooting from the field, Wildcats 5 of 21 in the first half, 23.8%. Tonganoxie 3 of 31, including 1 of 18 from downtown. That's 9.68% from the field, 5.56% from downtown.
Yeah, well, and the thing that you notice, there's a real glaring difference here. Louisburg has only shot 5 3-pointers.
Yep.
And Tonganoxie has shot 18. So almost 70% of Tongi's shots have come from downtown. That's not a recipe for success when you're only hitting at that rate of a clip.
Yeah. So there's 2 ways you can look at this, and there's a couple other things I want to get to as well here before we get to that point. But I also look at offensive rebounds, because we talked about in the first quarter, Tongi, they were able to put up, for our total shots from the field, 16 shots in that opening quarter. And a lot of them came from offensive boards, second and third chances. 11 offensive boards in that first half total for Tongi, and for second chance points, they're only walking away with 2. Louisburg has 5 second chance points. When you're getting double-digit offensive rebounds, especially in a half, so if you're going to finish this game, you're on pace for 22, you've got to find a way to get some of those to fall, because when you're getting them, you're right there in the lane, and you could go up. Maybe if you're fouled, you can try to earn them at the line, but the majority of them, they just haven't been able to go down, or they're kicking it back out and trying a 3. And like we've said, 1 of 18. That's not a recipe for success.
No, it's not at all. And you know, Louisburg's done a good job when Schoenig or one of the guards drives the lane. They're collapsing.
Yep.
I mean, there's 2 and 3 people, so that means somebody's open. Somebody's got to get in the paint with them rather than kicking it out for those really hard to hit three-point shots.
Yep. And, you know, free throw points, both teams with 6 in this game. Tonganoxie 6 points off of turnovers. They forced 7 turnovers for Louisburg. Tongi has given up 4 turnovers that have resulted in 2 points off of those turnovers for Louisburg. But the other side you could look at this is that despite shooting under 10% from the field, just a little over 5% from downtown on 18 attempts for Tonganoxie, you're looking up at the scoreboard. You're only down 4 going into halftime. So
you got to be encouraged by that.
Yeah, there's still definitely some room for improvement. And as for Louisburg, you can also be looking at it saying we should be blowing this team out right now. So definitely some things to work on and some things to look up on for both of these teams as we're getting ready to start the second half here in about 3 minutes or so. Should be an exciting finish in this one. Wildcats looking for their 4th straight win. They have the 4-point lead, and they will have the ball coming out of halftime when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live and Varsity Sports Live.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd. Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Getting ready to start of the second half here on Tonganoxie and Varsity Sports Live. Welcome in our guest over on Louisburg Sports Live as well. Glad you all could be with us. Wildcats 4-point lead, 17-13. Still 2 quarters to play in this matchup. Chieftains, they can come from behind, get the win. They will complete the regular season sweep against Louisburg, get the win back on December 6th, opening night, 44-42. That was a game where the game came down to the final shot. In this game, so far, it could come down to the final shot in this one. We'll wait and see what the conclusion will be. So Chieftains will start with the ball and shooting under 10% total in that first half. So there's really only one direction to go as far as offensive production in the second half, partner, and it's up.
No question about that. Shauna draws a foul on a drive.
First foul of the game for Bruggen. Really the only player for both teams in any foul trouble is Addie Schooler for Tongi as she starts this game over on the bench. They lob it into Weehee, so she's filling in that spot in the 5th starting spot for Schooler with those fouls.
That was way off. 1 for 19.
Looks like your same 5 that started the game out there for Louisburg. Posting up underneath, called for it, and got it, able to finish it. Perfectly done for Ashlyn Kuhlman.
A little higher percentage shot than what Chieftains have been taking.
So matches her first half point total. That's Kuhlman. That one somehow not falling in for Mazlak from close range. Here come the Wildcats back the other way.
Yeah, and even when they do get to the rim, they're not finishing.
Mazlak wisely will just let that one go. They're going to say deflected, so maybe should have grabbed it. You heard Coach Ecker kind of yelling over, saying, let it go, let it go. They'll say deflection, so stays here with the Wildcats. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Just now a minute into this third quarter. Asher on the inbounds, goes up with it. Trying to tip it out underneath was Kuhlman, but Weehee able to control for Tongi. She hands it over to Shawnick. 7 points, 6 rebounds in that first half for Alyssa. Back in potential double-double watch tonight. Up top to Weehee, 13 on the shot clock. Shawnick at the right wing. Moving left, pulls up, just beyond the right elbow. Nothing but net.
Shawnick for 2.
Asher has Hulsa on top of her, trying to shake loose. Hands to cutting in the lane. Part that was deflected. Up top, doesn't go. Bruggen was trying to go back up with it. And now we got a foul here on Louisburg, trying to track down that loose ball, as they will give it to number 23, Allison Brown, for her second foul of the game. Another screen, Shawnick freed up. Goes at that right elbow again, just can't get it to go. Mazlak almost knocked it loose from Kuhlman, but Kuhlman still able to control, bringing it across the timeline for Louisburg. Still with a 4-point lead for the Wildcats, 19-15. Long range 2, bike is open. Samantha Lane able to knock that one down. She was about back just another foot or so. It's 3 points going up on the board, but she'll take the 2. Hulsa pass behind her, and another turnover here for Tongi. Hulsa might get away with a little contact, the push in the back to Brown. Looking to cash in, points off turnovers here for Louisburg. Kuhlman posted up on Baldock, kicks it out, head fake, and now a handoff here to Bruggen. Weehee shuts her down. Now Asher gets free of Mazlak, short, rebound underneath. Bruggen is fouled, and she will go back to the line. Again, nobody putting a body on her underneath. A couple of white jerseys in the area as they will get the foul on Weehee, or Mazlak. Missed the extra finger there from the official. 1-5, not 1-4. Free throws again for Bruggen. Knocks down her first attempt. This is now 4 of 7 at the line is Bruggen. Louisburg shot 60%, 6 of 10 in the first half from the free throw line. Tongi 6 of 8, 75% from the line as Addie Schooler now back into the game, and she gets the board. If you're Addie, you got to be very careful playing here. Those 3 fouls, as soon as you picked up number 4, it's going to really limit her minutes.
Yeah, she needs to go just straight up. She can't really afford to reach in or trying to swat a ball. She just needs to play sound defense. That's all she can do now.
Shawnick between defenders, too strong. Schooler fighting for the board, had it, and it's eventually taken by Lane. Coming out of that cloud of dust with the basketball. She goes down low. Bruggen going to work on Schooler. Hands to Kuhlman. Shot off. Adlin Johnson. Didn't see her all too much in the first half, but we see her here to start things in the second half for Tongi.
I think he's trying to combat some of this height difference that the Lady Chieftains are facing tonight.
Report Losey in the game for Louisburg.
You'll see Losey coming back in, and this is definitely a size advantage in favor of Louisburg. Definitely able to combat some of that height of Schooler company for Tongi. There is Addie Schooler able to get loose on the inbound. Shonick able to find her and finishes it for 2 points. Underneath, going at her, and foul going to be on the floor. They were able to zip it down low to Kuhlman. As Maslak will pick up her second foul of the quarter and second foul of the game. As that'll bring Kalia Baldock off the bench and into the game for Emerson. Multiple Chieftain players with 2 fouls. Schooler the only one with 3. Really nobody in any foul trouble for Louisburg as of yet either. Mid-range from the near side, no good. Just offline for Lane. Chieftains have been hanging around about a 4 or 5 point deficit the majority of this game. That 3 from Baldock won't go. Shonick takes it, draws contact, and to the line she will go.
Fouls on Losey, her second. Team third. Shonick at the line shooting 2.
The game continues to just kind of be this close at the end. It could come down to who's got the most bodies able to play in the game as fouls will start to pile up. Back to the line for Shonick, off on the first attempt.
23 Brown in the game for Louisburg.
Brown will now come in for Asher. That makes Alyssa now 3 of 5 from the line. Looking to correct on the back end. Looking to bring it back to a 4-point game, and she does just that. Gets a little help from the rim. She'll take it. Slight pressure here from the Chieftains. Able to pass out of it. Kuhlman, head of steam. She'll try to finish it herself. Can't. Board underneath. Tipped out, and here's now in the hands of Losey. Back out. Little helter-skelter here. Lane has it. Now back to Whiting. Straightaway 3, Kuhlman buries it. And it felt like there for a few seconds you were just kind of holding your breath and seeing what exactly was going to happen. A little helter-skelter, but it ends with an Ashlyn Kuhlman straightaway 3, a big one for the Wildcats. Puts them up a point shy of their largest lead at 7, back down to 5 before I can even finish my sentence for Addie Schooler.
And what I liked about that, Addie Schooler caught that pass high, kept it high, and went right up for the basket. That was well done by Schooler there.
Losey, extra pass. Lane, 3-ball, can't go back to back. And the Wildcats, and it is Shonick that collects. Herrera had it. Now Shonick dishes it to Johnson, coming, tracking it down on the block. That's Losey making up some ground. McKenna Losey on the clean block, but it stays down here as Bruggen will check in for Losey, putting in some good minutes in this third quarter, capping it off with that block at the other end in transition for Tongi, forcing him on this inbound. Shonick on the near side baseline will just lob it in to Herrera, catch and shoot 3, and it was blocked. Again, a fingertip there was Kuhlman.
Length has really hampered the Chieftains tonight.
Kuhlman for 3. Johnson with the board for Tongi, and now a foul underneath going to be given to Shyler Whiting. As that will bring Asher back into the game. Samantha Lane will check out. 14 fouls for Louisburg, 2 for Tonganoxie this quarter. So we got just under 2 to play here, quarter number 3. In the hands of Johnson, had Baldock. Instead, we'll pass it back over far side. Shonick trying to get it down inside. Now we'll try to take it herself. Kicks it out, Baldock, Johnson. Approaching 10 seconds on the shot clock. Schooler beyond the arc, finds Shonick, driving around, off the glass, doesn't go, in and out.
Yeah, it's just tough luck right there for Alyssa.
Might have fallen in if we were on the other side of the equator, but it falls off over here. 5-point lead, trying to build. Asher can't make it 8. And another board collected by Brown. Whistles come in, jump ball, but it stays down here with Louisburg. Emerson Maslak now back in for the Chieftains. Jayla Herrera will come out. Well, a minute 15, 30 seconds to counting on the shot clock. Don't need to be in a hurry for Louisburg, but they try to go down low. Kalia Baldock able to take that one away. A turnover for Tongi. Trying to get this game under a 5-point lead. Shawnick, big three. Can't get it to go. The struggles continue from downtown here for the Chieftains. Only one made on the game. They put up 20-plus attempts. And now Schooler gets the block. Clean deflection. It goes to Asher. Her three rattles in.
Asher for three.
Back to an 8-point lead. Tied for the largest lead of the game for Louisburg.
Yeah, Tongi's just can't solve this defense.
1-on-1, literally. Shawnick number 1 against Asher number 1. Under 20 to go.
Like they're going to hold it for the last shot.
They got maybe a half-second difference between shot clock and game clock, so it's very well. You get the shot up, you're going to have it. Shawnick can't get the free throw to go, or the layup to go on the right side. Good if it goes from Brown. It does not. So we head to the fourth quarter. Lewisburg with tied for their largest lead of the game, 28-20. Fourth and final quarter coming up on the other side on Tongi and Varsity Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
So on to the fourth quarter we go here. Louisburg Sports Live and Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 8-point lead for Louisburg, tied for their largest of the game, trying to close this one out against Tonganoxie and win their fourth in a row and win their fourth game in their last 5. Shawnick collects the board. There's a big chance here for the Chieftains and one opportunity for Alyssa Shawnick.
Nicely done. Another offensive rebound by the Chieftains, and that time they make it hurt.
That's now their 15th offensive rebound in this game. On the missed 3 from Maslak. As a team now, 1 of 23 from downtown are Tongi. And can't knock down the and-1 free throw for Shawnick. So she's got 12. Leading scorer in the game is Alyssa. As the Chieftains back within 6. Trying to string together some stops on defense now, and here's a takeaway. Who else? Alyssa Shawnick deflecting that one, taking it away on the pass from Lane. Now on the left side, able to finish it over Lane. So just like that, a little Alyssa Shawnick 4-0 run brings it back to a 4-point game. Now Asher has a hard time handling it, has to find it to Losi, get it across the timeline. Kuhlman over Baldock, and a foul comes in. Only the first foul of the game on Baldock. More free throws here for Ashlyn Kuhlman. On the game, second trip for her. She went 2 for 2 on her first time. My apologies to Louisburg fans for the announcer's jinx there. I'm usually good for about a couple a game, I feel like. You usually sprinkle one in there as well. She makes up for it on the back end, does Kuhlman. Baldock gets it out to Johnson. Here's a three from her, and it's too strong. But Shonick there to collect the long rebound. Knifes into the lane. Oh, look at the English. Able to get that around Kuhlman, spins it off the glass and gets it to go. Now the Chieftains back within 3, but a foul on the floor.
It's going to be on Baldock.
That's her second.
Team second.
Got Shonick with 1, Baldock with 2, Weehee 1, Maslak 2. Hulsa has 1. Really, it's Schooler with 3. Everybody else in the game, Louisburg included, outside of Asher, she picked up her third just a few moments ago.
Good defense there by Addie. She went straight up, played good defense, and did not pick up the foul. That's huge.
Denying Losi there, and Tongi can tie the game potentially. Shonick, pop-up is good. She's got all points for the Chieftains in this fourth quarter. And that'll force a timeout taken first of the game for Coach Lane and the Wildcats. So Alyssa Shonick looking to take this game over, has her team back within 1.
Looking to put the team on her back.
Chieftain Basketball tonight presented in part by the Tonganoxie Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audio books when you can stream them for free with a Tonganoxie Library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. Also by Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Whether you want to take classes in school or after graduation, KCC is in your backyard. Check out how college can help you at kckcc.edu, the official higher education partners of Tonganoxie Sports Live. How about this run that Alyssa Shonick is on? A little 8-0 run just purely on the back of Alyssa Shonick, trying to get her team back into this game. 29-28, Louisburg still a 1-point lead despite the cold shooting night for Tongi. It's like we always say, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Through 3 quarters, pretty ice cold, but now they seem to be getting their rhythm right now. But again, you got to figure for Louisburg, they're going to find a way to start limiting Alyssa at some point. So now it's about who's going to start stepping up here for the Chieftains over this remaining 6:15 in the fourth.
Yeah, and they're going to pick up full court here, is Tongi. And I think that what they're trying to do there more than anything is to make sure that Louisburg has to use some of that shot clock getting it across half court.
Kuhlman gets free.
Nice
another block. Addie Schooler gets another piece of that one. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay at this end.
She went straight up and got the block.
Yeah, out there playing with 3 personal fouls right now. She collected a pair of blocks here in the fourth, feeling herself defensively as he lobs this one in out of the reach of Whiting, but Kuhlman able to track it down before any trouble comes. Losi to Kuhlman, guarded by Baldock, trying to go left, denied. Hands it off, Stows, back to Kuhlman. And shot clock violation.
And that's what I was talking about, partner. And I think that's a really good strategy by the Chieftains there. Is the reason they're picking up full court, if they can't get a steal, they're making them use some of that shot clock before they get in their offense. Good defense there by the Chieftains.
It's an 8-1 run, making it an 11-1 run. Alyssa Shonick shakes off the cobwebs from downtown. Able to bury that one. You can tell that energy is back on the Chieftain bench and on the side of the Chieftains just in general. Back with their first lead since the first quarter. Down by as many as 8 in this game. And again, that 11-1 run has given them the 2-point advantage.
All on the back of Alyssa Shonick. Oh, nice.
Shonick again. Can't go. Tipped out Maslak, but it's controlled by Bruggen. Had a good look there.
Yes, they did.
Louisburg trying to tie. Asher. Excuse me, that's Whiting, but it doesn't go. Bruggen on the board, trying to clear space underneath, and she is fouled. Trying to create a little bit of elbow room down there, trying to fight it inside of a phone booth.
You're going to get that on Johnson.
First of the game on her. 4th team foul for Tongi. That's It's going to be something very important. One away from putting Louisburg in the bonus. We still got a little over 5 to play in this fourth quarter.
You got to be careful.
Only one team foul for Louisburg. Bruggen trying to go over Johnson. Can't get it to go. Schooler snags down the board.
Good defense again. And I think getting a little more height in there for the Chieftains has really helped this defense.
Schoenig deflected. Kuhlman denying her. All 11 points in this fourth quarter belonging to Schoenig. Now a turnover the other way. Whiting couldn't handle it. And Coach Ecker's going to take a full timeout here, wanting to strategize a little bit, approaching the halfway mark, fourth and final quarter, 2-point ball game. Where else would you want to be on a Tuesday night than here inside at Chieftain Arena at Tonganoxie High School? Back after this on Tongi Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutions.ks.com for more information.
Welcome back. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 31-29. Tonganoxie has stormed back in this one on the back of 11 points here in this fourth quarter for Alyssa Schoenig. Schooler trying to get in on it, but that doesn't go. Bruggen with the board.
I still like her aggressiveness there, though.
No doubt about it. Louisburg had the largest lead of the game at 8 points. And now we're in the middle of an 11-1 Tonganoxie run. Kuhlman, that three no good. Bruggen able to save it, but right to the gut of Schooler, handing it off to Schoenig. Here we go up the floor, about halfway through this fourth quarter. Kick out, Baldock three, and she is fouled. They're going to save by Kuhlman. So 3 free throws coming here for Kalia Baldock.
This is where you need to capitalize.
Fouls on Kuhlman. Her first. Baldock at the line, shooting 3 shots.
Here we go, 3 free throws for Baldock, and like you mentioned, these are huge. Coming up here, she knocks down the first. And Tongi had not had the lead larger than 3 points, and it was 4-1. And Louisburg, I believe, they went on like a 10-2 run, somewhere to the tune of that. They retook the lead, have held it all the way through. And what is now a 12-2, 13-2 Tonganoxie run here in the fourth quarter, as they have now taken over for their largest lead of the game at 4. As Latham checks back in for McKenna Losi. Officially halfway through this final quarter. Bruggen trying to go around the world. Schooler might have gotten a piece of that one too, but board collected underneath. Putback wasn't good either. Wildcats still in control. Jump ball. It stays at this end. A lash underneath from Latham. And I give a lot of credit to Addie Schooler, man. I mean, she's doing her job underneath of trying to avoid picking up that 4th foul.
She's playing really good defense and protecting the basket.
Latham, catch and shoot. No good. Yeah. Schooler on another board.
Yeah. She has really played a solid fourth quarter here.
She has come alive when her team has needed her the most. There she is. Give it to her.
There you
Able
go.
to finish.
You gotta love it.
With the assist to Adlin Johnson, the freshman, as Tongi continues to pile it on here in the fourth.
Yeah, I think that added height with Johnson in there has really helped this defense as well.
Whiting's runner doesn't go. Out of bounds. Stays at this end.
And even though Addie didn't try to block that, she made a motion towards the shooter, and they altered their shot and made her miss it. Well, there's more than one way to keep someone from scoring.
Just beyond the line. That one no good.
No.
Rebound underneath. Got a good box out. Earned them points underneath. Shyler Whiting for 2.
Yeah, Shonick got boxed out there.
Shonick, another 3.
Wow. That's when they need it the most.
Chieftains have outscored Louisburg in this fourth 18-3.
Wow, that's huge.
Just 14 second half points for the Wildcats. Had an 8-point lead. Now open shot, can't knock it down. Bruggen on the board, denied again by Schooler.
Yep.
Whiting's shot, no good. More opportunities, and a foul comes in finally. Latham will go to the line.
It's going to be on Emerson Maslak. Is that 4 on her?
Foul was on Maslak, her 4th.
4th foul of the game on Maslak. Well, now a 30-second timeout will be taken here by Tonganoxie.
Ice the shooter.
Free throws coming up for Louisburg. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Tongi Sports Live.
Timeout, Tonganoxie.
Inviting, connecting, serving, and growing. That's Grounded Coffee House in downtown Tonganoxie. Enjoy the best cup of coffee in town 6 days a week and pair it with freshly made from scratch pastries, muffins, cinnamon rolls, and so much more. Plus, check out their beautiful event center, Grace Hall. Perfect for your next gathering, celebration, wedding, and party. All profits go towards local and international charitable projects and organizations. Drink local, support local at Grounded Coffee House. Place your order for dine-in or carry-out at groundedcoffeehousetonganoxie.org.
So 2 free throws. Coming up here, this is number 13, Morgan Latham. Big opportunity at the line here. Need these 2 points for Louisburg, approaching 2 minutes to go in the ball game. They're going to knock down the first 10. It's only the 4th point scored in this 4th quarter for Louisburg. Tongi's outscored them now 18-4. And what a turnaround it was. It started with that 11-2 run for Alyssa Shonick, all 11 points belonging to her. And everybody else has followed behind as she has just energized this Chieftain offense, who going into halftime was shooting under 10% from the field. It'll be interesting what those numbers look like at the end of the ball game. But right now, Tongi in the driver's seat, up by 5, approaching 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, Louisburg picking up full court now. Like they're trying to trap Alyssa.
Asher on Shonick, hands to Johnson up top. Man-to-man defense here for the Wildcats. Schooler beyond the arc, looking to hand it off. She finds Maslak. Picked up her 4th foul just a few moments ago.
Shot clock winding down here.
Shonick, left side drive, off the glass, able to get it to go. Alyssa Shonick says, get on my back, I'll take you to the promised land. Back to a 7-point Chieftain advantage. Foul at the other end. Free throws coming up for Kuhlman as they will get Baldock on that one. Should be her 3rd of the game.
Baldock, her 3rd. Kuhlman to the line shooting 2.
Louisburg is in the bonus.
And only 2 team fouls for Wildcats too, so you imagine at some point they're going to have to start playing the fouling game, and they're going to have to get those in fairly quick. 1:24, now down 7 off the missed the missed free throw on the front end here.
Yeah, and if you're Tonganoxie, you want to keep the ball in Alyssa Shonick's hands. The best free throw shooter.
Back to a 6-point game. Now Tongi might play a little keep away here. 25 seconds and counting on the shot clock.
Yep.
Can take it under a minute.
Time is their friend now.
Wildcats appear to be playing for the stop, only down 6. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, counting on the shot clock. Shawnick, left of Asher, near the left elbow, bounces it to Baldock, back to Shawnick, 3 on the way, blocked from Asher. Great defense from the Wildcats. Shot clock violation, 48.3 seconds. Now all of a sudden, for Louisburg, if you can find a way, especially get a quick 3 here, make it a 1-score game again, look out. Kuhlman, she's been the key tonight for Louisburg, and she buries that 3.
That made it pretty interesting there.
Number 3, 4-3 for Louisburg. 1 possession game, 40-37, 34.9 seconds. What a key sequence there for the Wildcats. Get the stop on defense, a shot clock violation, wasting very little time. Ashley Kuhlman on the 3 ball at the other end.
Yeah, now if you're the Wildcats, you're going to go for the steal. If you don't get it, you got a foul. I mean, they've got 3 fouls to give, so.
We'll see what happens. But Chieftain basketball tonight is presented in part by Crookham Construction, performing a wide variety of concrete construction and special project services throughout the area. They're hardworking people with small town family values. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com, and also by Grounded Coffee House. They've been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for a great cup of coffee since 2022. Great coffee with an even greater cause. Learn how you can help make a difference and to support. Follow them on Facebook and check out their website, groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org.
Now, if you're Louisburg, since you've only got 2 fouls, I think you sell out for the steal if you if you make a foul. No harm, no foul.
We've seen
you got to do it anyway.
We've seen this Tongi team at many points this season, especially in the past couple of years, have struggled with full court pressure. They've done a better job at it this year. There have been moments where they've kind of tripped up. Seen it a couple times in this game.
They're double teaming Shawnick.
They find it to her, and there's going to be foul number 3 picked up. 3rd team foul, I should say. For Kuhlman, it should only be her 2nd.
Foul was on Kuhlman, her 2nd, team's 3rd.
Inbound right in front of the Louisburg bench. Baldock has it, 33.8. An illegal screen is going to be called here.
Wow, that's huge.
Another huge break for Louisburg. And that's the 4th of the game on Addie Schooler. We'll have Weehee checking into the game for Tongi, and Coach Lane is going to take another one of her timeouts. Wildcats with the ball. Shot clock is off. 33.8 seconds. You're down by 3. Could be a possession to remember for quite some time. Coming up on Louisburg Sports Live and Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Hi. Do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay. Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Big possession here for the Wildcats, looking to tie. Whiting will inbound, finds it to Asher. She's guarded by Maslak. 30 seconds to go in the game. Asher on the right side, kicks it out to Kuhlman. Still guarded by Baldock, spins on her, puts a shot up, no good off the heel. Second board and second chance collected underneath McKenna Losi. She has been a force to be reckoned with underneath for Tongi, as she's able to collect that board and is fouled on the putback attempt. So now a chance to make it a 1-point game at the line. 4th foul picked up on Kalia Baldock. First one on the way, good for Losi. She got both the boys teams out of the locker room, watching the final minutes, final seconds of this contest here. Able to get that one to go. Used about every part of that backboard in the rim to get it to fall, but it goes nonetheless for Louisburg. Back to a 1-point game, 40-39. Chieftains still with the lead. So let's just kind of reset everybody here. As you're looking up, Louisburg is in the bonus. Tonganoxie with the 1-point lead. Louisburg has 3 team fouls, but I still think here you're still playing just. Well, what exactly are you doing here?
You're going to sell out for the steal, and if you don't get it, you get the foul.
Because you don't.
Yeah, that's all you can do now. You've got to be able to put the Chieftains on the line, and you got to foul twice in order to do that.
That's exactly it. So that's something where if a steal doesn't come fairly immediately, I'm saying if it gets to 20 seconds, no steal, somebody's foul whoever's near you.
I think if they don't get the steal, they foul.
Definitely. Important for Tongies, you cannot turn the ball over, and that's exactly what they just did. Yep. Off the fingertips, trying to force it into Alyssa Schoenig.
And that's a mistake because they're double teaming Schoenig, which is smart by the Wildcats.
That brings back in Weeheed, trying to make another defensive stop. Johnson will head out. Tongi with 2 timeouts remaining, Louisburg with 1. Down by 1 are the Wildcats, trying to avenge that 2-point loss to the Chieftains to open the season back in December. Kuhlman on the double team, passes to Losi. A 2-pointer to take the lead. Bruggen blocked by Addie Schooler. Her 4th block in this 4th quarter.
Big block.
Now under 10 to go in the game. Schoenig has it. She is fouled. 1 more to give for Louisburg. So they'll be looking for this next foul here quickly. For Tongi, again, got to get the ball inbounded securely and into the hands. Ideally, you want to give it to Schoenig. Like you mentioned, best free throw shooter on the team, around 60%.
But see, she's double teamed. You can't be silly and try and force it into her.
And they go to Maslak, and she's the 2nd best free throw shooter on the team at
Good
about
job.
55%. So if option number 1 is sealed off, go back to option number 2 with Emerson Maslak. 2 big free throws on the way for her.
Maslak at the line, shooting 2.
Foul on Whiting, her 3rd of the game. 2 of the biggest free throws at the varsity level for Emerson Maslak. Nothing but net on the 1st. Showing ice water in her veins right now.
Excellent job by Emerson there.
Expect no matter what happens here, imagine that final timeout will be taken for Coach Lane. As Emerson drains them both. And I mean drain, nothing but net. What pressure, she says. Look at that big smile she has.
Huge shots there by Emerson.
Well done for Emerson. Well, let's also remember, too, this 4th quarter, this is where it all started. You were down 8 going into this 4th quarter for Tongi.
Yep.
An 11-2 run, all those 11 points from Alyssa Schoenig. And then you had Addie Schooler coming alive, especially on the defensive end. She's now got 4 blocks in this 4th quarter.
Yes.
And the way that we have seen Addie, she's had a little bit of a down point in the past few games, I would say. How has she come alive here in this 4th quarter?
She's been huge.
Been absolutely phenomenal for her team down the stretch here, sprinkled in the points as well. She's got 6. Schoenig leading the way with 26 points. She's 2 points away from setting a new season high. She set back with 27 points back in the matchup on the road at Spring Hill, where she knocked down 6 3 balls in that game. She's done the majority of her work from 2-point range tonight. She does have 2 threes. Now the Chieftain defense looking to get a stop. Under 5. Kuhlman, good if it goes. Too strong. Long board. It's over.
Big win for the Lady Chieftains.
Final score, Tonganoxie 42, Louisburg 39.
Tonganoxie able to step the 3-game losing streak to Frontier League opponents. And they take it 42-39. They came alive in the 4th quarter when it mattered most, and Tonganoxie now moves that record up to 9-7 and back to 500, 5-5 in Frontier League play, and snaps the 3-game winning streak for the Louisburg Wildcats. Complete the regular season sweep after getting that win back in December, 44-42. We'll break it down and more coming up in the Brothers Market postgame show next.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank & Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank & Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank & Trust, go to firststateks.com. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Welcome in now the Brothers Market post-game show on Tonganoxie Sports Live. You can check out their weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com, where they treat you like family. Exciting game. If Game 2 is even half as exciting as this first game was, we are in for quite a treat. Chieftains come alive, outscoring the Wildcats in the fourth quarter 22-11 to take the game 42-39. Exciting from start to finish in that one. As we run through our scoring totals real quick for both the Chieftains and the Wildcats. We'll start first for Louisburg. Jillian Asher finishing with 3 points, 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Ashley Kuhlman, 12 points, 3 of 12 from the field, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. And McKenna Losey, both her and Kuhlman putting in big, great minutes tonight. 11 points for Losey, 4 of 7 from the field, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Brugan finishing with 4 points. Latham and Whiting each with 2 points. Samantha Lane finishing with 5 points. Wildcats shot 11 of 52 from the field, 21.2% on the night, 4 of 14, 28.6% from downtown, and 13 of 20, 65% from the free throw line. As for Tonganoxie, what a game it was. Again, for Alyssa Schonik, 26 points on the night, 10 of 27 from the field, 8 of 18 from 2, 2 of 9 from downtown, and 4 of 7 from the free throw line. She did collect that double-double, 11 rebounds with those 26 points, 1 assist, and 2 steals, and that is why she is our Midwest Carpet Center Player of the Game. They have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great pricing. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie or visit their website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more. Really, really hard. Every game that the Lady Chieftains play in, you can find a way to give the player of the game to Alyssa Schonik, and we love to spread it out as much as we can. But in a night like tonight, it's just you can't really ignore what she did.
Yeah, she put the team on her back with an 11-0 run and never looked back. I mean, she just she did it all in that fourth quarter. You know, I'd still like to give a shout-out to Addie Schooler. I thought she had one of her better games, had 4 blocks, and those blocks were in the fourth. Some of those were big blocks in the fourth quarter. So shout-out to her for having a good game.
Well, you're shorting her, too. She had 6 block shots, 4 of them coming in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, those four are the ones that I really remember.
Yeah, well, they came in some pretty big moments, and so, yeah, she stepped up absolutely big tonight. Tonganoxie finishing 14 of 59, 23.7% from the field, 3 of 27, 11.1%. Again, it was not the best shooting night, especially for Tongi. They went into halftime under 10% shooting from the field. They finished 23.7 from the field and 68.8% from the free throw line, 11 of 16, which in a game that you win by 3, you always look at those free throws and those 11 points. I mean, you miss 4 or 5 of those, you end up losing this game. So that's a big difference there as well. How about this for the Chieftains, too? Taking care of the basketball tonight, 7 turnovers compared to 11 for Louisburg. That's another big difference in this win here tonight.
That's great because turnovers have been a problem for this Lady Chieftains team this year.
And you look at the points off turnovers, that 11 points for Tongi off turnovers, 5 points off turnovers for Louisburg. Offensive rebounding tonight, Tongi did a great job, 16 rebounds. Louisburg also had 18 offensive boards. Second chance points, that's where Louisburg really made their money tonight. 18 points off second chance opportunities, only 7 for Tonganoxie, and they were able to cash in 12 points from downtown, only 9 in the game from three-point range for Tonganoxie. But this was a game that definitely came down to the play of Alyssa Schoenig. It had that own 11-0 run of her own in the fourth quarter that brought the Chieftains down from 1.8 points going into that fourth quarter. And after that run, they took the lead by 2. And from there on, and you could just kind of tell the momentum was the wins were taken out of the sails of Louisburg. All the momentum was on the side of Tonganoxie. And the Lady Chieftains, give them a lot of credit. They did a good job of finishing that game, too, because it's really easy when you go on that run and just kind of you got to get lost in it and maybe feel a little bit of a dip. But they just continue to play better and better. Addie Schooler, like you mentioned, had on her 6 points. Kalia Baldock had some good minutes in there as well. She finished with 5 points tonight. And everybody else just continued to add in and contribute where they can, offensively, defensively, doing some stuff that doesn't necessarily always show up on the stat sheet. The Lady Chieftains just needed to find a way to get this win tonight. Again, they were 2-5 in their last 7 games coming into tonight and have lost 3 games in a row. And have lost 3 games in a row in Frontier League play as well. Not necessarily all 3 of those past games in Frontier League play, but that was big to get the win here tonight. So they now move to 9-7 and back to 500, 5-5 in Frontier League play. As for Louisburg, one of the hottest teams coming into tonight, they're now 5-11, 3-8 in Frontier League play. Despite, and I give a lot of credit to Coach Lane too. I think watching that team tonight, I don't think you could really tell they started off on a 1-10 start on the season. They were able to, they've been able to turn things around. They've won 4 of the last 5 games and 3 in a row coming into tonight. And they were well on their way. They outplayed Tongi for 3 quarters, but the Chieftains showed up in the fourth, able to get the lead, hold on to it all the way to the end, and take it by 3 points. So congratulations again, Coach Eckert.
One other shout out for Coach Eckert is Tongi was really struggling with the height that Louisburg had, and he made the decision to come back in with some height with Johnson and Weehee.
Yep.
And once he did that, I think that helped a lot towards this win. So hats off to Coach Eckert.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So again, that wraps up game 1 here, recognizing some seniors for the band and for Chieftain singers, and I believe just the rest of the choir as well taking place here right now. So we are going to just kind of step aside here. We'll be back with more pregame coverage for the boys matchup. Whenever the senior night festivities are done here, they will start the clock at 15 minutes, and then we will get ready for the second matchup of our doubleheader tonight between Tonganoxie and Louisburg, coming up in a matter of moments here on Tongi Sports Live.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Can I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
Community minded and community strong. That's what you get at Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community National offers big city amenities with the personalization of a small town bank. They make banking easy with a 24-hour on-site ATM and mobile app that allows you to bank from anywhere. They offer great options on loans, checking and savings accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. Stop by and let their friendly staff serve you at 231 North Main Street in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Member FDIC.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information and become a member today by visiting their website, TonganoxieBusinessAssociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com. When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information. Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Community-minded and community-strong. That's what you get at Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community National offers big city amenities with the personalization of a small-town bank. They make banking easy with a 24-hour on-site ATM and mobile app that allows you to bank from anywhere. They offer great options on loans, checking and savings accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. Stop by and let their friendly staff serve you at 231 North Main Street in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Member FDIC.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. Where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit LaddServiceCo.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Again, I said it once and I'll say it again. If this game coming up is just as half as entertaining as the first game was tonight, partner UI, we're in for a treat. Second game between Louisburg and Tonganoxie coming up at just a matter of moments, under 7 minutes away until halftime. Again, Chieftain Athletics tonight presented by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600 as we shift back into our S&S Body pregame show. They've been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work since 1972. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193 to learn more. And in case you're just now joining us, Lady Chieftains getting the win in the first game of our doubleheader, 42-39, outscoring the Wildcats 22-11 in the fourth and final quarter. It was an exciting one, and we should have another one on hand here tonight. Let's start first with this Chieftain squad coming into tonight, partner. We last saw them this past Friday on the road at Bonner Springs, losing for the third time this season against the Braves. Tongi now 0-10 in official Frontier League play, 0-11 against Frontier League opponents at one game. I don't necessarily consider it Frontier League play because it came in the tournament, that second matchup against Bonner in the year, but nonetheless, 0 against Frontier League opponents. Tonganoxie is going to be looking to right that wrong here tonight. 13-3 overall. They've lost 6 games in a row coming into tonight. and currently right now are out of the playoff picture. And the team above them, you may ask? Well, it's these Louisburg Wildcats. This is a pretty big game here tonight for Tonganoxie. Pretty much a must-win, and any hopes of wanting to try to stay alive for some postseason action coming up here in about 2.5, 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, no question. And like we talked about earlier, partner, when you have a really tough season, like the Chieftains had when you're 3-13, you know, you really hope that you can try and find a way to get into the playoffs. But they're going to have to beat a Louisburg team that handled them pretty easily in the first game of the season this year.
Yeah, you mentioned that first matchup all the way back, and back in the very first game of the year, back in week 1, December 6th, Wildcats won it there 77-50. A couple things to take away there. We know Lachlan McRae, one of the starters for Tonganoxie, rolled his ankle in that game, wasn't quite 100%. And we said it before the girls' game, too. That's a week 1 matchup, first game of the season. These teams are very different from what they were then. You know, for better or worse or indifferent. So you basically just kind of throw out that result, but it is worth noting Wildcats did get a win, like you mentioned, pretty handily, 27 points.
Right.
So we'll see how much of a difference Tonganoxie has made up from then to now, as we see the Chieftains now on the floor getting some warm-up shots in here inside of Chieftain Arena. Nicely greeted from the pep band led by Charles Van Middlesworth. Great job, as always, this year has the band. We also had the choir seniors and the band seniors recognized in between the games here tonight inside of Chieftain Arena. About 4 minutes to go until tip-off here in this one. But, you know, for this Tonganoxie team, like we mentioned, you know, out of the question of very much anything else outside of a postseason play. And where things currently stand right now with Tonganoxie, if they get the win tonight, with 2 games left, they'll kind of put themselves in the driver's seat of claiming that last spot. Where things currently stand right now, they would be playing at Ottawa, and they would face the Ottawa Cyclones in the first round of the postseason, who they will also see in the final game of the regular season. So we could see a potential thing where Tonganoxie finishes the regular season at Ottawa, and then they'll be right back there a couple days later to start off the postseason in the sub-state semifinal matchup. But like we say many, many times, all you need is a ticket in. And despite the 3-13 record, 0-10 in Frontier League play, this Tonganoxie team, they definitely are better than what the record shows. Let's just go back to a week ago here at home against Eudora. Lost in overtime. Second overtime loss here at home to a Frontier League opponent. The other one before that was Paola, where they ended up losing by 8 in double overtime. Did the Chieftains. So many times at so many points this season where we have seen Tonganoxie go into the final quarters, final minutes of a game, kind of in control, had the momentum on their side, and then they just kind of they lose it all and have a really hard time trying to close these games out. A lot of these 13 losses, I would guess close to about 5, 6, maybe 7 of them really should be going down as wins.
Yeah, I mean, there's been at least 3 that I can remember that they were up by 10 points going into the fourth quarter, and they ended up not being able to hold on. Yep.
And that again, the game a week ago against Eudora, you were up 10 in the first half at one point. You came out, you played really well in the third quarter, had it going into the fourth quarter. Now, granted to Eudora, it was also just a really good game as it went along, but definitely moments there where Tonganoxie had a chance to put the Cardinals away or really give them very minimal daylight, weren't able to capitalize on opportunities, and that's just kind of been the story of this Chieftain team this year. So all that to say, if they do get into the postseason, they could be a team you don't want to see coming across, but it doesn't, we can't really look ahead is what I'm trying to say. You can't really do that without getting the win here tonight, handle Louisburg first, because right now they have the 1-game advantage over you, and they also have the head-to-head advantage over you. So currently it's the Wildcats in that final postseason spot. Tonganoxie trying to take it from them here tonight.
Yeah, they just, it's a must-win, like you said, partner. So hopefully they can get it together and come out with a win.
That's exactly what we were hoping to see here tonight. More Chieftain basketball coming up in a matter of moments, presented in part by the Tonganoxie Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audiobooks when you can stream them for free with a Tonganoxie Library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. As we are just about a minute away from our starting lineups tonight, these are going to be brought to you by Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com. While we have a little bit of breathing room here, well, we'll hold off on our First Security Bank keys of the game. We'll give those to you on the other side right after our Wizard of Paws starting lineups and right before the Lynch Real Estate opening tip-off when we return in a matter of moments on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
For Louisburg, number 5, a 5'8" junior, Owen Marsh. For Tonganoxie, number 2, a 5'10" senior, Jason Berg. For Louisburg, number 10, a 5'9" junior, Derek Frederick. For Tonganoxie, number 4, a 6'2" senior, Talon Langford. For Louisburg, number 11, a 5'8" senior, Miles Bowes. For Tonganoxie, number 13, a 6' senior, Noah Carlson. For Louisburg, number 12, a 6'3" senior, Gavin Losey. For Tonganoxie, number 23, a 5'11" junior, Lachlan McCray. For Louisburg, number 14, a 5'11" senior, Ethan Cush. For Tonganoxie, number 30, a 6'2" senior, Anthony Rowe. Head coaches for this evening's game, for Louisburg, Matt Dahl. For Tonganoxie, K.A. Simmons.
Your starting five for both the Wildcats and the Chieftains here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Opening tip-off game 2 of our doubleheader tonight, presented by Lynch Real Estate, your hometown real estate company that will help you buy your next home and make your real estate dreams come true. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust. Another slight change in the starting five tonight for Tonganoxie as it appears Owen Schmidt, he is suited up, but not in the starting five, so it looks like he'll be coming off the bench tonight. Anthony Rowe back in the starting five for Tonganoxie. As for Louisburg, you have Owen Marsh, Derek Frederick, Miles Bowes, Gavin Losey, and Ethan Cush. Both teams looking to keep their chances alive of claiming one of the final postseason spots. Both teams with 2 games remaining after this one here tonight. Wildcats win the opening tip, and here we go, game 2 between Louisburg and Tonganoxie on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and over the simulcast on Louisburg Sports Live as well. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Wildcats won the first matchup this year, 77-50 over 2 months ago. The very first matchup of the new season back on December 6th. Anthony Rowe able to get the deflection there, knock it out of bounds. Partner, real quick, how about some First Security Bank keys of the game here for Tonganoxie? First Security Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. What does a win look like tonight for Tongass? They like to get their first win in Frontier League play.
They play 4 quarters instead of just 3.5 or 3. That's been the biggest problem that they've had. I'd like to see them see some shots go down early. I think you need to drive the lane. There you go. Just like that. Oh, they're going to get him for an offensive foul. Obviously, don't turn the ball over and try and keep your seniors out of foul trouble.
And my key, personally, for me, is to quit leaving you on mute. That's my goal. That's my key for success. 2 times I've left you on mute now, so my apologies.
I do some of my best work on mute.
Ow, come on. Don't be too hard on yourself now. So looking for our first points early in this one. Carlton, like we mentioned, getting the foul at the other end. Offensive foul on the charge.
I like the aggressiveness of Carlton there, though.
Underneath, trying to go strong, can't finish. Gavin Losey, shot contested by Talon Langford. Lachlan McRae, how can you miss him? Neon yellow sneakers up the floor, and he had it poked away from behind. Another takeaway for Louisburg, trying to finish it on the left side. Put back good, came in at the last second, Gavin Losey.
Yeah, initially a good defense there.
McRae trying to answer, and he can't do it.
No, you got to hit those. I'd like to have that back.
Along with the bright sneakers tonight, Lachlan still wearing that facial protection mask. He's been wearing a blackout one all season long, going with the more clear look tonight. So he gets the board right there. So I don't know if we can keep calling him the Dark Knight or not, but still looking to play strong here for the Chieftains. Great hustle as always from Noah Carlton, saving that one as he comes back into frame. Chieftains looking to go to work on offense. Carlton, game a week ago against Eudora, did not get in the starting lineup.
Nice done.
He came off the bench in that matchup, was back in the starting 5 against Bonner Springs this Friday, and he gets the first points of the night for Tonganoxie. Has the space near the top, right around the free throw line. He says, why not? Just little floater with the left hand, goes down. Tied here, southpaw at the other end, trying to answer and doing just that. In the near corner, Ethan Cush buries the 3. Wildcats got on top of the Chieftains early in the first matchup this year and did not look behind after they took a big lead earlier. It's a good finish through Lachlan McRae. Had a couple of defenders around him, still able to finish it on the feed from Talon.
Well, I think he posted up because he had size advantage there, and I think he needs to keep doing that. It was pretty easy.
Again, a kick out. This is Frederick on his 3 on the far corner, and it doesn't go. Anthony Rowe clears out the board underneath.
Yeah, so Lachlan's calling for it in the post.
He's guarded in there, Owen Marsh. Now they head to Lachlan beyond the arc, down low to Carlton, and we'll get the reach-in foul coming in on Cush. Trying to deny that entry pass down low to Lachlan.
Yeah, Lachlan's got a couple inches and several pounds on his defender, I think. Yeah, nicely done. Noah Carlton with the finish there.
Again, Ed Cush was a little aggressive trying to go for the steal there. Kind of gave some space for Carlton when he came down, got it around Cush, and able to finish it for 2.
Yeah, good defense there by Carlton without fouling. Altered that shot.
Try to hand it off here, gets it to Jason Byrne. There were 2 Wildcats in the area trying to knock it loose, and they will get a travel call. So a turnover here for Tonganoxie. Led by first-year head coach Casey Simmons. Spent a few years as the girls basketball coach over at Lansing High School. Led the Lady Lions to their only 2 Final Four appearances in school history. He's been the media teacher here at Tonganoxie for the past year or 2. First year at the helm, taking over for Phil Jones. As a team right now, again, better than what the 3-13 record would indicate. Looking to pick up a win here in the second to final home game of 2024 and 2025. That little basket good for Derek Frederick. Wildcats back in front by 1. Carlton effort on the other end doesn't go, and they're going to get a foul here against Noah. And man, I'm not.
That's a frustration foul, I think.
I don't know. There's his second, so has to come out. Nolan McGuire will take his spot.
He's going to miss his energy.
And you also have Billy Vose, number 1, checks in, and he hands it off to number 11, his brother Miles Vose. Miles coming off a terrific football season for the Wildcats. He gets the feed here underneath, draws the foul. So Miles to the free throw line here in just a few seconds. Foul underneath by Rowe. I don't know if you remember it, but back football season, we were on the road, the week 1 matchup, Tonganoxie at Louisburg for football, and it was a lot of hype going into that matchup, and it was a great football game in the end. But I always remember the first score of that game, and that was that jet sweep play for Miles, where he was going around to the right, he peeled back, had a wall, just a purple wall, able to get blocks down the field. Very athletic play to score the touchdown. That's just what Miles Vose does.
He had a great game.
Tremendous young man. Yes, he did have a great game. Had a great season as well. Second one on the way and good. So 2 points for Miles at the line. Another substitution here. John Getterman will check in. McGuire bringing it up the floor for Tongi, crossing the timeline. Another one bobbled and eventually taken away. Wildcats on the steal. Left side, Miles Vose laying no good, but he is fouled. 2 more free throws coming up here for Miles Vose. Jason Byrne picks up his second. So he and Carlton, 2 starters for the Chieftains, both picking up 2 fouls. Still 3.5 to play here in the first, and that's the 15th foul as well. So free throws the rest of the way as Wildcats will be in the bonus. As Jet Gilmore will be the one to come in for Jason Byrne. On the back end, knocks it in for your 4 from the line early for Miles Vose. 4-point lead for the Wildcats, 10-6. Lachlan pulls the trigger, can't knock it down. Rebound taken underneath by Gavin Losey. Rowe had a shot to bring that board in for the Chieftains, but Losey just taking it away. Catch and shoot 3 near corner. Too strong for John Getterman. McGuire, and he lost that one. Tried to kind of bring it in one-handed there. I think better to get both hands on that pass. It was coming in hot. And Coach Simmons for Tongi, he will take a quick 30-second timeout, try to get his team to regroup here. Off to a little bit of a sloppy start early in this one. Chieftain boys basketball presented in part by Kansas City, Kansas Community College, where they want to take classes in high school or after graduation. KCKCC is in your backyard. Check out how college can help you today at kckcc.edu, the official higher education partner of Tonganoxie Sports Live. Also by Crookham Construction, performing a wide variety of concrete construction and special project services throughout the area. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com. So this was a bit of a part in the very first matchup back on December 6th between these two teams. Tongi really slow offensively out of the gates. Louisburg started off that game hot. There was a couple of about 8-0, 10-0 runs, I believe, in that matchup. Wildcats were able to pull ahead, get an early lead going, and really never looked back. Ended up winning the thing by 27, 77-50. Chieftains trying to avoid that same thing here. Only down 4 early, but definitely Wildcats playing better basketball so far. And as I say that, here's a takeaway in and out of the hands of, I think that was Parker Stanfield. Rowe takes it away, and Nolan McGuire takes the drive in on the other end, and he is fouled. 2 free throws coming the way of the junior Nolan McGuire.
Yeah, you got to like the aggressiveness there.
Frederick into the game, Louisburg.
Second one, McGuire gets it to go. Back to a 2-point contest. Save for Nolan, he's got a little bit of a flat arc on his free throws, but still able to get them to go. Bose behind the back, trying to shake loose of Gilmore. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 3 is put up, hard iron. Losey with the board underneath. He gets it back out to Miles Bose. Pull up for him, in and out. Losey again, damage on the boards early. And he'll stay at this end with the Wildcats.
Chieftains really miss the defensive rebounding right there. Know what Carlton gives them. You got to try and limit these second chance, third chance points for.
That's a 3-ball going down. Billy Vose able to knock that one down. Give the assist to Derek Frederick.
Yeah, that was second chance. Turned into 3 points there.
Tight defense here, trying to knock that one away from McGuire was Losey, and he's going to get tagged with his first foul of the game.
Foul was on Lowe, his first, team's third.
13 foul for Louisburg, already 5+ for Tongi. Louisburg in the bonus for this remaining 1:48 of the first quarter. So you have Ethan Cush will come back into the game, and Gavin Losey will check out. Lachlan rifles it to McGuire, drives baseline, up and under move. Nicely done for Nolan McGuire.
Yeah. Went under the basket to try and protect his shot. Worked out well for him.
Was able to get around Cush. Able to finish it on the up and under. Cush the other end. 3 no good. Another long board pulled down. That's Steinfeld. Brings it in that time for Louisburg. Another 3 on the way from Billy Vose. Weaving his way, McGuire almost lost it. Quick hands from Cush. And deflected, it stays here with the Chieftains. Aggressive defense early here from Louisburg, holding on to this 3-point lead. Second year for head coach Ben Dahl of Louisburg. Took over for Ty Fonastill, now the athletic director at Louisburg High School. Langford feeds it in there to Lachlan. It was a very tight window, but if Lachlan was just about a shoe size smaller, he would have kept his foot off the baseline. It's like Isaiah Likely back in week 1.
Yeah.
Just a half shoe size, cleat size smaller. Could be a different story, but no points on the board there for Lachlan. Still a 3-point lead for Louisburg. Getterman finds Miles Bose. 3, banks in. So Billy and Miles Vose able to do some damage from downtown. Up the floor go the Chieftains. Jet Gilmore able to answer with a 2 at the other end. Took a second to go down. Kind of held his breath for a moment, just like we all did. But it still goes down. 4-point Wildcat advantage. Getterman almost lost it. McGuire in hot pursuit. He will be called with the foul.
That is second.
Should only be his first.
Oh.
Like we mentioned the bonus, so
yep.
That will send John Getterman to the free throw line. Getterman, the 6'1" freshman, in here for the Wildcats. Now Owen Marsh will check in off the bench. Derek Frederick back out for Louisburg. Probably will get a breather. It's remaining 24.6 in the opening quarter. Looking at him for a 5-point lead, and he's able to deliver on the back end for Getterman.
Shot clock's off. Chieftains should hold it for the last shot.
McRae, Getterman on him, stops, spins around, puts it up, right hand goes down. Vintage Lachlan McRae there. Cush, handoff, Miles Vose, 3, short, tipped around and out of bounds, and final horn sounds. 3-point game, 17-14, Wildcats on top after 1 quarter. We'll be back after this break on Tonganoxie and Louisburg Sports Live.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Second quarter, Louisburg 17, Tonganoxie 14. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Chieftains shooting the ball 6 of 9 from the field, 66.7% in that first quarter, 33.3% for Louisburg, 5 of 15 there. 3 of 9 from downtown, too, are the Wildcats, putting up a big number of three-pointers as Lachlan McRae gets the scoring started here in the second quarter. Now a one-point contest. Quick with the hands, out of bounds. Stays here with Louisburg. Lachlan trying to contest. It was last off the leg of Frederick, right in front of that Tongi bench. So they got Carlton sitting out. He picked up 2 personal fouls in that first quarter. Might have a chance to see him later on here in the second quarter, but don't want to pick up that third foul in the first half.
Good defense so far by the Chieftains here.
Working in that zone. 5 seconds on the shot clock, pulls the trigger, too long on the 3-ball. Chieftain basketball coming back the other way. That last 3 off from Lance Callahan for his first official shot of the ball game.
It looks like Louisburg's going to pick up full court.
Rowe picking it up. Wolf calls coming in, hands it off to McRae. Rifles it to Talon, still looking for his first points in this game. Talon Langford, senior leader. Rowe calling for it. Lachlan on the double team, gives it to him. Can't finish the 3. Talon aboard underneath, dribbles.
Huge.
Surveys, looking for McGuire. It's off his hand and out of bounds. Tight defense once again from Frederick.
A good offensive rebound there by Talon. And they spoiled it.
Another takeaway here for Tongi. Now the third turnover in this game for Louisburg. Tonganoxie has had 7 turnovers now in this game. Underneath, Gilmore, almost turnover number 8. And it stays at this end. Talon able to feed it to Jed. If he catches that cleanly, goes up. I think it's an easy 2 points, but bobbled it for that half second. So Louisburg will make Tongi work a little harder. 23 seconds still on the shot clock, plenty of time. McRae on the head fake, now feeds it in the low post to Talon. Another double team. Chieftains continue to move the ball around. Now we're seeing good defense here from the Wildcats. Talon near corner 3, rattles in and out. Rebound pulled down by Losi. Spat out at the last second by the rim. Didn't like the taste. Now another 3 in the near corner. Hard bounce, tipped around. And Rowe eventually comes away with it. McGuire also had a chance. And now a foul will be called in here against Louisburg. Still trying to rip that ball out of the hands of Rowe. Owen Marsh picks up his first, number 5. As Stanfield and Vose will check back in. Miles Vose in for Louisburg, and McGuire comes out of the game as Carlton comes back in. Coach Simmons putting some trust in the senior leader, Noah Carlton, to play some smart, clean basketball this remaining about 6 minutes or so.
Trapping defense.
And it works here. Owen Marsh gets the steal and gets the 2 points. Back to a 3-point lead. Wasting no time going up the floor. Gilmore squares his shoulders. Can't knock down the 3. Marsh again. He's fouled from Talon Langford. Going over about just a half step behind his Talon. He'll pick up his first foul of the game. Or do they get it to Gilmore on the drive-in? And they do. Still the first foul regardless. 2 more at the free throw line for Louisburg. Owen Marsh will have the honors this time. Eighth free throw of the game on the way, and it does not fall. High post to McRae from Langford. Right hand again, offline.
I like that, though, because Laughlin's got a size advantage on there.
Now trying to slow down Owen Marsh. Stops him for a moment. Straightaway 3 on the way. And a hard bounce collected by Laughlin. Weaving his way up the floor. Just poked away from behind. Wolf calls coming in a little late. That was just a clean pick of the pocket for Owen Marsh.
Yep.
Extra pass, Callahan. Now long 2 on the way. Stanfield can't bury it. Still hangs at a Louisburg lead at 4. Gilmore traveled. Just a little off rhythm as he was looking to pass that one back out. As both teams continue to make substitutions, Anthony Rowe and it's Nolan McGuire will now check in for Tonganoxie. To join Gilmore, Byrne, and Carlton, you still have Losey, Stanfield, Miles Vose, Derek Frederick, and Lance Callahan, the 5 out there for Louisburg. Frederick with space, gets by Rowe, floater, good.
Frederick for 2.
Wildcats starting to put a good cushion between them and Tonga. Now a 6-point lead, the largest of the game. McGuire bringing it back near the top, picks his dribble up, finds Carlton at the right elbow. Back to McGuire, just beyond the free throw line, goes.
McGuire for 2.
Much needed bucket there for the Chieftains. Continue to keep stride here with Louisburg. Back to a 4-point game, 3 on the way. Straight up bounce, brought down by McGuire. A good box out on Stanfield.
Chieftains need a score here.
Byrne in the lane,
yeah.
Goes. And now back to a 1-score game, 22-20. Louisburg still with the lead, trying to build out on this possession. Vose around Gilmore, nicely done. And a carry. Another turnover for Tongi. Some frustrations being shown on the face, getting close to double-digit turnovers in this first half as Carlton and Gilmore come out of the game.
Yeah, the Chieftains got to feel fortunate that they're not down any more than they are. Those turnovers are killers.
Under 3 to go until halftime. Callahan, quick pass. Miles Vose gets a screen from Losey. Gives it back to Losey. Feed the big fella. Gets his own board, kind of collided with his own teammate Stanfield. Took him down to the floor. Able to pass it off. Avoids the travel call. Nicely done there for Gavin Losey. Here's another drive. Miles looking for an opening. Works it now to Callahan in the near corner. And an illegal screen will be called on Stanfield. Parker Stanfield again trying to plead his case with the official. Not going to hear it. A little bit sticking out, trying to catch the hip of the Tongi defender, trying to set that screen. They're going to call that just about every time.
Yep.
Talon, 2 purple jerseys around him. Contested shot doesn't go.
Just a little too strong.
Marsh lost it for a moment. McGuire hits the deck for Tongi. 3 on the way, clinks the front iron. That last shot from Billy Vose. Points coming at a fair premium in this first half so far.
Close scoring game.
Talon looking for his first. Has a chance to earn them at the line. That's the third foul now for Parker Stanfield.
Yeah,
that'll summon Ethan Cush off the bench. Stanfield will have to come out this remaining 147 and probably some early parts of the third quarter as well. It says Talon Langford to the free throw line, and he gets his first points. And back to a three-point contest. You also had Jet Gilmore checking in for Jason Byrne for Tongi. Second one from Talon, it's good. Chieftains continue to hang around here with Louisburg, looking to retake a lead. They're only down by 2. About a minute 40 to go till halftime. Drive in, doesn't go. Fresh off the bench, that was a shot from Cush. Had the space, good shot inside, but tough luck getting it to fall in the cup. Now Talon, hands off at the last second. Lachlan McRae had the ball hanging down. Billy Vose getting in there, jump ball. And Louisburg takes a possession away there from Tongi. Heads up play there from Billy Vose. As soon as that ball was hanging down, able to get a hand on it. Jump ball is called. Another fresh 35 seconds to work with here for Louisburg, trying to build on his 2-point lead. Vose driving hard left of Gilmore. He finds it over into the far corner to Cush. Now Losey underneath, able to finish with the left hand at the low post. That is going to be a matchup. If he gets one-on-one down in the low post for Tongi, really hard to combat that size of Losey. That could be a matchup nightmare going forward. Back to a 4-point Wildcat lead. With Cush on top of him, McGuire driving a kick out. Now Talon. Back to Nolan. Head fake, near corner, gets a three, knocks it down. Shooting the three ball this season at about 33.5% for Nolan McGuire, one of the best in the team, neck and neck with Jason Byrne. And Coach Dahl for Louisburg is going to call a full timeout. As you have a 10th of a second difference between shot clock and game clock. So pretty much, Louisburg can hold on for the final shot, final possession of the first half. We'll see what they do with it coming out of the timeout next on Tongi Sports Live.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
We'll see what exactly Louisburg has come up with this timeout. Both teams, 4 timeouts remaining the rest of the ball game. It's just pretty much for Louisburg, outside of a 1/10 of a second difference. You can hold on to it for the final shot here. Trying to build on this 1-point lead. It's a big momentum boost for the Wildcats going into halftime. Cush will inbound it into Miles Vose, brings it across the timeline. He'll be met by Jet Gilmore. Chieftains been working in the man-to-man defense. Hands it off to Frederick. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Vose, another handoff to Frederick. Over on the far side, Cush. Back to Frederick. Good look from 3. Doesn't go. Off to the right. So Louisburg does hold on for the final shot. Can't make it despite the good look from straightaway 3 for Derek Frederick, the 5'9 junior. And we go to halftime, a 1-point contest, 26-25 between Louisburg and Tonganoxie. We'll break down the first half and more coming up. White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information, and become a member today by visiting their website, TonganoxieBusinessAssociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus, or go to tongirec.org.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a fifth-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be to breed-specific trim or an adorable, cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities in space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Welcome back in the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. White Birch Properties and their team are ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007. It looks like we have the presentation of a
we have Shriners Pat Emmett from the Abdallah Shrine.
With the Shriners Bowl. This is the Kansas is basically the all-star football game. Kansas high school football. Tonganoxie representative this year is wide receiver Todd Brown, so being recognized for his selection. And congratulations, Todd. Look forward to seeing you down in Dodge City later on in July for the 52nd annual Kansas Shrine Bowl. Let's go through some of these halftime numbers real quick between Tonganoxie and Louisburg. 1-point ball game. Wildcats with the lead, 26-25. We start with these point totals first. For Louisburg, as you have Billy Vose with 3 points, 1 for John Getterman, 3 for Owen Marsh, 4 for Derek Frederick, 8 for Miles Vose, 2 of 4 from the field for Miles. He's leading the scoring for Louisburg with 8. Gavin Losey with 4 points. Also 8 total rebounds in that first half for Gavin Losey. He's definitely in some double-double potential watch there for Gavin. And 3 for Ethan Cush. That rounds out the 26 total points for Louisburg. 9 of 28 shooting from the field, 32.1%. And from downtown, they're 3 of 15 for 20%. 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 62.5%. As for Tonganoxie, you have Jet Gilmore, Jason Byrne, Talon Langford, all with 2 points apiece. Noah Carlton with 4. Nolan McGuire leading the way in scoring, 9 points. Perfect from the field, 3 of 3, including 1 of 1 from downtown and 2 of 2 from the free throw line is Nolan McGuire. And then right behind him, Lachlan McRae with 6 points, 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 3 of 5 from 2-point range. Tongi shot the ball 55.6% from the field, 10 of 18, which is pretty impressive when you think. I think if you told Coach Simmons and his team but when you're going into halftime, you're going to be shooting 55.6% from the field in the first half, and you're going to be feeling really great about that. Then you're going to say, well, you're not going to be leading. And it's like, well, how is that so? Well, I can look, and I don't know if you were going to lead to this too, but I look at the turnovers.
Yes.
11 turnovers for Tonganoxie, so a lot of possessions limited there. But when they haven't turned the ball over, like we said, they've been shooting the ball really, really well. As for Louisburg, only 4 turnovers. They've surrendered here tonight.
Yeah, well, piggybacking on that turnover subject, it looks like points off turnovers, Louisburg has 12 to only 2 for Tonganoxie. I think what's keeping Tonganoxie in this game right now is they're out rebounding Louisburg right now, and what is that, 18 to
10.
18 to 10, yeah. So I think that's helped keeping them in it. So definitely Tonganoxie's going to have to cut down on these turnovers here in the second half. Keep trying to shoot at a fairly high percentage. They're getting good looks. They're not just jacking up threes. They're getting the ball in the paint.
Yeah, pretty polar opposite halftime numbers, at least from shooting wise. Because we saw the Tonganoxie girls in the first half of their game. I believe they went like 1 of 18, 1 of 19. I think it was 1 of 15 from the field at halftime. They were putting up a lot of 3 balls, not really getting a lot of momentum going inside those high percentage shots. Kind of opposite here for Tonganoxie. They've only put up 5 3-pointers in that first half, which I think, still a fairly okay clip with. You've knocked down 1, you're shooting 20%, but when they have been able to get the majority of these points, they're getting those close, high percentage shots, shooting 55.6%. So that's something definitely to keep an eye on, keep that going. Try to limit the turnovers going forward. This could be a game where Tonganoxie can definitely come away with this. But again, the story of this Chieftain team, and this is going to be the question over the next 2 quarters, is can they play a full 2 quarters
That's it.
going forward? You're only down 1 going at halftime against a team that when you met them back in December, they beat you by 27 points. So this is still a game that could go either way. But Tonganoxie doing a great job of keeping pace. Louisburg trying to close out the win here. Remember, this is a matchup between 2 teams who currently, for Tonganoxie, they are the first team out of the postseason. There's 18 teams in 4A basketball on the east and west sides. The bottom 2 do not qualify, so 17 and 18 do not qualify for the postseason. 1 and 16 are in. Currently, Louisburg is team number 16. Tonganoxie is team number 17. Winner of this matchup for Louisburg can pretty much almost lock up that final playoff spot with 2 or 3 games left to play in the regular season. As for Tonganoxie, if they could come from behind and win the game, they could do themselves huge favors of being the final team potentially into the postseason, trying to go back-to-back seasons of postseason play. They made it last year, and they went on the road at Fort Scott, where the Fort Scott Tigers ended up beating the Chieftains. Fort Scott currently the 18th team in 4A boys, so they currently would not qualify for the postseason either. You've been watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show. So glad everyone could join along with us here tonight. So we actually take a quick look before we get the second half started of the rest of the schedule here. We're here at the game against Louisburg. We had a week off. We'll be back home next Tuesday, the 18th, senior night against Baldwin. And then they had the game on the road that Friday at Paola. In between that Paola and Baldwin game, we will be back at Bonner Springs High School. That'll be Thursday, February 20th. For the girls-only matchup against Bonner Springs High School. They were supposed to play this past Friday. It was the head coach for Bonner Springs. He had a Hall of Fame ceremony for his college. He called Coach Eckert and Josie Eastis at Tonganoxie. He says, is there any way that we can postpone that game? So they moved it back to next Thursday, January 20th. We'll be there to broadcast that game. Just a girls game only. And then doubleheader Friday at Paola. That will be simulcast via the Paola Sports Live crew. And then we'll wrap up the regular season on the road February 25th at Ottawa with the matchup with the Cyclones. Chieftains will start with the basketball opening up this third quarter. Going to have an exciting 16 minutes of basketball coming down the stretch here. Immediately, Chieftains trying to go inside. Lachlan, contested shot, no good. Losi able to grab his 9th board of the game.
Again, that was a shot in the paint, though.
Losey underneath, and he gets the first points. They're going to work underneath for Louisburg. Gavin Losey. Here come the Chieftains back the other way. Anthony Rowe, a chance to earn him at the line. Jason Byrne was running down to the other end of the floor. Thought the Rowe was going to finish up that layup, but they get to earn him at the free throw line instead. First foul of the game on Miles Vose. Free throws for Anthony Rowe. And to bring it back to a 1-point game. Front one rattles in and out. The Chieftain team definitely has been better as a team overall from the free throw line as to years past. Coming in close to a team average of 68%. Rowe goes 1 for 2 on that trip. Back to a 2-point game.
That's a double dribble.
And it is a double dribble. Officials right on top of it. Turnover here for Louisburg. 5th turnover in the game for the Wildcats. They were able to force 11 turnovers off the Chieftains in the first half. A big reason, despite shooting just over 55% from the field for Tonga in that first half. Those 11 turnovers, those are a lot of possessions that are limited. Trying to make the most of everyone here in the second half. Chieftains take the lead with a 3. Talon had a double team coming over. Extra pass. Carlton feeds it to McRae. Lost it on his way in. Scooped up by Miles Vose. Almost able to give it right back, but right in front of the scorer's table, Owen Marsh collects. He's going to drive right of Talon Langford, and all of his momentum going to the right. Shot a little bit offline. Another turnover. This is Frederick that just jumped in front of that one. They find it to Losey. Goes up strong. So all 4 points in the second half belonging to Gavin Losey thus far.
Chieftains still struggling with turnovers.
Carlton still controls, able to get around, blocked from behind by Ethan Cush, who had the deflection on that pass as they were trying to get it up the floor to Carlton. Chieftains still in control, have it inbounds. It looks like we have a quick 30-second timeout coming in here from Coach Simmons. Trying to get his team to settle in here, now down 4. So we're not even 2 minutes into this third quarter. Chieftains basketball tonight presented in part by Grounded Coffee House. Established in 2022, Grounded Coffee House serves great coffee with an even greater cause. To learn how you can help make a difference and to support, follow them on Facebook and check out their website, groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org. Definitely at this point in the game compared to the first matchup, much closer contest. Chieftains still hanging around by 4. For Tongi, finding a way, they come back and win this one. It'll be their first win this season against a Frontier League opponent. They've lost 11 straight this year, including 3 matchups with Bonner Springs High School. Carlton with space, able to finish it.
Yeah, it was a nice assist by Lachlan there.
And Carlton was a little taken back of how much space he had. He said, don't mind if I do. Working on that left side, too, right where he likes to be, the southpaw. Noah Carlton makes it a 2-point game once again. Frederick trying to go around on Byrne, and he finishes it off the glass. Frederick just going almost around the world from right to left, gets around the edge on Jason Byrne, finishes for 2 on the layup. Rowe on Steinfeld, back to Carlton, gets around Marsh, count the bucket.
Wow, nice job, Noah Carlton. And he gets the N1.
So that's Ethan Cush trying to plead his case. Not going to get it. So he picks up his second foul. Gavin Losey back off the bench, and that'll bring out Ethan Cush. Looking to cap off the three-point play for Noah Carlton. He's now got 8 in the game. Only had 2 lead changes, 1 tie thus far. Louisburg has been in control for almost the entirety of this contest. Now only lead by 1. That shot no good. Underneath Steinfeld, another offensive rebound for Louisburg. They've got about 8 of them on the night so far. Here's another shot. That one no good. Losey.
No, come on, you gotta block out.
Gonna be double digits in offensive rebounds sooner rather than later for Louisburg. Losey trying to go to work on Talon. Contested. Gets his own miss. Still in the air. Losey still controls. Whistle comes in late. Well, about 5 or 6 opportunities. And after all that, they're going to say jump ball. It still stays at this end with with Louisburg, excuse me. I'll tell you, Gavin Losey took a hard fall down as he and Talon Langford were fighting for that ball.
This will be their 6th try. That's a recipe for disaster. Getting killed on the boards.
That one no good. Losey, another offensive rebound, and now a whistle will come in. No answers for Gavin Losey. He's been dominating on the boards tonight.
That's 7 tries in this possession. 7 shots on goal.
And here we go. It's Owen Schmidt. First time we have seen him in the game tonight for Tongi. Glad to see him back out there. Is the traditional starting 5 now out for Tongi with Byrne, Carlton, McRae, Langford, now Schmidt. 7th try at points in this possession for Louisburg. Steinfeld gives it off. Marsh trying to cross up on McRae, still able to control it somehow. Now it's in the hands of Jason Byrne. Bringing it up the floor for Tongi. Tries to finish it himself. He does not, but draws the foul.
Yeah, hopefully he can earn these at the line. That was a little bit forced. Oh, that's a big foul.
4th of the game on Parker Stanfield. And you just have to know for Louisburg, you got to be frustrated as all high heaven because you had 7 tries.
Yes.
8, close to almost 8 tries down at that end, and you walk away with 0 points out of it. Jason Byrne able to rattle in the first free throw attempt. As that'll bring Billy Vose and Ethan Cush back into the game for Louisburg. Miles Vose will come out along with Parker Stanfield. Our 2nd tie of the game. Chieftains looking for our 3rd lead change, and they get it. Back in front by 1 is Tonganoxie, 33-32. 3 minutes, 50 seconds still to go here in the 3rd quarter. Neither team has had a lead larger than 6 points. Gilmore right on top of Frederick as he brought it across the timeline.
We'll see if the Chieftains can hold them to 1 shot. Well,
and they only need 1 shot.
Only needed 1 this time.
That one for Derek Frederick. Talon, some hesitation, brings it to the free throw line, deflected, and Schmidt, trying to save it, but it's in the hands of Owen Marsh. Hands to Gavin Losey, runs into Schmidt, offensive foul.
Nice job there by Schmidt taking that charge.
That's a lot easier said than done when you got the big frame of Gavin Losey, 6'3" senior, coming right at you. But he plants the feet, does Schmidt, draws the offensive foul, 2nd of the game on Gavin Losey. More substitutions in, including Chris Suferling, number 2 for the Wildcats. First time he's been in tonight as well. McRae, pull up in the lane, good.
He's hit several of those tonight.
It's pretty impressive with how fast he can go and just stop on a dime and pull up. That's what he's
really quick.
Losi again, Talon on him. And they're going to get Talon with the foul, extension of the arm.
Fouls on Langford, his second, team second.
Second foul of the game on Talon Langford. Louisburg looking to get back in the lead, down by 1. Drive. Oh, what a move. Can't finish it. Losi stripped on the putback. Still ricocheting around. It's on the floor, and Carlton walks away with it. Here come the Chieftains with some numbers. Gilmore to McRae. 3. Doesn't go. And Losi taking a couple extra seconds, getting up and back at the other end of the floor. He's out there still. Looking okay in the low post. Clears out. Now in his hands. Baseline. Hands it off. Billy Vost thought about it. Suferling for 3. Doesn't go. And Gilmore collects the rebound. Not before it was at least touched by Gavin Losi.
Noah Carlton got a hand on that, allowing the Chieftains to come away with it.
Losi almost picking the pocket of McRae, but Langford there keeps it here with the Chieftains. Now Gilmore skipping it to McRae, guarded by Losi. Sets the screen for Carlton. His baseline drive deflected, trying to throw it across traffic. Billy Vose takes it away. Another turnover for the Chieftains. Stops. Can't finish. Tipped out by Miles Vose, but Carlton is there in control. Now last shot offline from Ethan Cush. Now McRae. Handles, in and out. Schmidt on the board underneath. Count the bucket. A big chance here for the Chieftains.
Big rebound and put back by Eric Schmidt there. If he can cap this three-point play off, it'll be huge.
His first. Schmidt at the line. Shooting one shot.
They give the foul to Billy Vose. Owen Schmidt looking to finish the three-point play at the line. Takes his time, in the air, good. She will also have the freshman Herschel Strumberger check in. Young freshman coming in 6'5" on the roster for Louisburg. And Jason Byrne will also check in. Noah Carlton will get a quick breather. Chieftain lead now 4, their largest of the game. Miles Vose almost got that little runner to go. Strumberger underneath fighting for it. It's a jump ball.
I think he said it was out of bounds.
Or did he say out of bounds? Yeah, possession arrow for next jump ball. It is in favor of Tonganoxie, just something to keep in mind. Chieftains are also in the bonus. 5 team fouls reach for Louisburg, only 2 in this quarter for Tongi, but with a minute to go, it might not be that big of a factor as this one is just going to be thrown away. And they'll let it run down as far as they can down the court. Burning an extra few seconds was Cush. And inbound at the baseline under the bucket for Tongi, 56.2 seconds to go. From down 1 to up 4. And another and one opportunity coming for Owen Schmidt. Welcome into the game, number 24.
Making some huge contributions from the bench tonight is Owen.
Foul to Callahan. Looking for his second and one finish at the line in this quarter. And just in the past few minutes of game time, nothing but net for Owen.
They're going to hold it for one shot? No. I don't know what he's talking about, one shot.
7-point lead for Tongi, trying to hold on here. Drive on the left side, gets the lay in to go. Lands Callahan like a hot knife through butter. Not a whole lot of resistance. A big finish there for Louisburg, now within 5.
Yeah, the Chieftains should hold this one for the last. shot, unless they get a layup.
Schmidt goes back to McRae. 10 seconds. Backing down on Miles Vose, lost it on the floor. Wildcats trying to take it away. It's in the air. Rowe trying to control up, and he draws the foul. It's a shooting foul coming in here. Herschel Stromberger.
He'll shoot 3.
He and Rowe were fighting for the ball. Rowe got a handle of it, and wisely for the senior, Anthony Rowe just goes up with the shot. And 3 free throws is how we will close out this third quarter.
This would be huge for Tongi if you get all 3 of those.
Free throws for Rowe, and the first one circles in. Still had the light on the backboard, too. Not sure how much of a distraction that could potentially be.
Well, so far, not much.
Oh, now they turned them off.
Oh, now I probably jinxing.
No problem. So essentially a three-pointer for Anthony Rowe to close out the third quarter. It's the largest Chieftain lead at the game, 44-36. Still got one more quarter to play. Wildcats going to be looking to come back in this one. Chieftains looking to hold on and finish this game. And we return on Tongi Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
Slowly becoming one of my favorite things. In between the transition from third quarter to fourth quarter, they have a fan of the game contest where they get to come out and shoot. You got to make a free throw, a layup, a free throw, and a three-pointer. With 30 seconds on the clock, if you do, the school will buy lunch for you.
And give you like a $5 bill or something. Yes.
Oh, the Booster Club donates $10 regardless.
Yeah.
It was Kieran Dale tonight that got the chance to do it. Awesome stuff they continue to do here at Tongi High. As we start the fourth quarter with Noah Carlton adding on 2 points to his game total thus far. Now a 10-point lead for Tongi. Carlton is leading all scorers thus far with 11. He continues to put a great performance together. Looking for Losi inside. McRae coming over for help, but it doesn't matter.
Gonna have to front him.
Gavin Losi has been one of the few real
another turnover
bright spots here for Louisburg, and now back the other way off the steal. It's Gutterman is fouled. Third foul of the game for Talon Langford.
Teams first.
Inbounds to Getterman, now hands to Marsh, drives left side, count the bucket there. So now the momentum pendulum starting to swing back over to the side of Louisburg, as that's Ethan Cush.
And more points off turnovers for Louisburg. Turnover bug has been biting the Chieftains.
It continues to be in favor of Louisburg, doing a good job of keeping themselves in this game. Can't finish a three-point play at the line for Cush. Langford with the board for Tongi.
They need to be smart with the ball.
Carlton trying to go back to McRae. He lobs it in. He's guarded by Getterman. Now Rowe steps into that three. Doesn't go. But Carlton with the offensive board underneath. Able to box out Cush. And a jump ball is the call, and that will bring it back to Louisburg.
That was a great offensive rebound there by Noah, and he just got tied up when he came down.
Takes the three and knocks it down for Ethan Cush. So in the blink of an eye, a 10-point Chieftain lead now all of a sudden is down to 3.
7-0 run.
Exactly what the Wildcats needed coming into this fourth.
And this is what's been hampering the Chieftains all year long, is finishing the fourth quarter.
Foul on the floor, bucket no good, but a foul on Louisburg. And it's just the way that for Tonganoxie, when they kind of get into these territories of 8-point, 10-point, 12-point plus leads, and the opposition, it's not necessarily that they're able to get on these quick little 7-0 runs, it's that they're almost immediately able to get on these quick runs. So that kind of blows out any momentum for Tonganoxie. And they find themselves now, like we said, back in a one-score game, and this remaining about 6 minutes coming up in the fourth.
Go, Talon.
Another foul drawn. 2 free throws coming the way of Langford.
Now this is important. They've got to knock these down if they want to come out with a victory tonight.
Team second, Langford.
Free throws coming on the way for Talon Langford. It's been a fairly quiet night scoring so far for Talon Langford on the night, just 2 points.
Missed them both.
Getterman, head of steam, and the finger roll doesn't go, but a whistle coming in about a half-second late. Yeah, I think they might go McCray, and I think they will. 3 team fouls for Tonganoxie, 2 team fouls for Louisburg.
Yeah, and you know, it's like we talked about, partner. Chieftains start the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead, and right now it's down to 2.
24 Schmidt into the game for Tonganoxie.
They've been on the struggle bus trying to finish games this year.
I think that Eudora game, I think that was the 6th time where Tonganoxie at one point in the second half had a double-digit lead.
Yeah. They need a basket in the worst way.
It was the 8th time they had a double-digit lead, 6, and that was the 6th loss that they had, which is just almost crazy to think about. 8 times this season, you go into the second half a double-digit lead, you end up losing 6 of those games. Just almost under 1 or 2, sure, 3, maybe, 6. Just you almost want to say on the verge of bad luck.
Yeah.
Miles Vose off balance. Doesn't go. Lachlan pulling down the board. Numbers here for the Chieftains. Lachlan kind of spins into an own double team. Talon underneath, draws the foul on Losey. Got him up off his feet on the head fake. And that is number 3 on Gavin Losey. More free throws here for Talon, trying to right that 0 for 2 trip he had just a few moments ago. Battle between 2 Frontier League teams trying to hold on and clinch one of the final spots in postseason play. As Tonganoxie, they will have, they got 3 games remaining after the game tonight. Louisburg also have 3 remaining on the schedule as well. Currently, Louisburg does have that 1-game advantage over Tonganoxie with that head-to-head matchup win back in week 1, game 1, back in December. Wildcats, the last team in, qualify for the postseason, the 16th seed. Tonganoxie, currently the 17th seed, the first team out of the postseason. A win tonight for Louisburg really bolstered their odds. Miles Vose has to put it up, doesn't go. Good defense from Lachlan, another offensive rebound. Gavin Losey. Carlton ripping it away from him. It's a jump ball, and it will be Chieftain basketball.
Big break for the Chieftains here. Good hustle by Noah.
And no shock underneath, just was fighting hard with Gavin Losey.
What was that whistle for?
Foul's on Bird, his third.
They get the foul on Jason Byrne. I think he had some kind of shove or extension of the arm or forearm, trying to create some separation. It's the 4th team foul now for Tongi, 3 for Louisburg, and it stays down here with the Wildcats now down by 2.
What was that?
Bud?
Stepped on the line?
Coach Dahl not appreciative of the call there. Strange sequence of whistles there in those few seconds of game time. Back on the Chieftain end of the floor with a 2-point lead. Under 4.5 to go in the ball game.
Chieftains need a bucket here.
Louisburg fans trying to rally behind their team. Looking to summon a defensive stop here. McRae lost it. Losey diving on top of it. Now Getterman controls. Lachlan trying to spin around a defender, kind of lost it. Losey was there to knock it completely out of his hands. Now here's Miles Vose at the other end. It goes off the side of the backboard. Talon with the rebound. Up to Schmidt. Didn't play at all in the first half. Big numbers here in the second half. Finds it underneath. Noah Carlton, another finish. He's got 13.
Noah's just had an outstanding game.
Can't ask for much more from Noah Carlton, the 6-foot senior leader. Coach Dahl will take a full timeout here. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 3:38 to go in the ball game. Wildcats down by 4 as we return to action next on Tongi Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance, local, independent, serving you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Chieftains trying to close out this game, pick up their first win against a Frontier League opponent this season. Currently 0-11 against Frontier League opponents this year. Currently up by 4 against Louisburg. 3.5 to go in the game. Losing it on the way in was Owen Marsh. He'll stay here with Louisburg. 11 seconds now on the shot clock. That last timeout taken for Coach Dahl leaves Louisburg with 3 timeouts left in the game. Same for Coach Simmons and Tonganoxie.
It looked to me like Noah got a hand on that.
Up top of Frederick, back to Marsh. Miles Vose, 3 seconds. Marsh, 3, doesn't go. Long rebound, Steinfeld there to control. The offensive board's continuing to rack up here for Louisburg. Another short 3 from Marsh. Losey on the board, going down, colliding with Carlton underneath.
Stay down here with the Wildcats.
Temper's kind of continuing to flare up underneath with Gavin Losey and company coming out of his sneaker. Trying to slip it back in there, and he does. I mean, one of the things I'm going to look at shortly after shooting percentages, point totals, I'm going to go to Gavin Losey. I'm going to look at offensive rebounds he has had tonight. It has been outstanding. How many second, thirds? There's even one possession for Louisburg. They had 7 chances at points. They get none here. The rebound pulled in by McRae. Deflected in the air. Carlton able to tip it in the air to a row. And just the bucket. What a sequence. Noah Carlton, even when he's not directly trying to get something going in this game, like going after points or whatever, he still has an impact.
No question. He's the energy for this team right now. And man, do they need it.
Second foul on Owen Marsh. Anthony Rowe back at the line, comes up short. And that was a pass that was deflected in the air. Lachlan was trying to head into the paint. It was in the air. Carlton just deflecting it right to Rowe. And in one solid motion, goes up with his shot, draws contact. Now a 6-point lead and a miss inside by Marsh. He wants to have that one back. Stays a 6-point lead for the Chieftains, under 2.5 to go. And Carlton will hold on to the ball as Tongi will look to kill some time. Carlton, extra.
They're trapping now, which is smart.
McCray calls for it, gets it from Schmidt, under 15 on the shot clock. Driving right, blocked from Losey. Rowe there to control, still got to get a shot up. 5 seconds, Carlton, that goes short as well. Short time still, Rowe, 3, no. A shot clock violation, would have been going out of bounds anyways, one way or the other. Doesn't matter how you chop it up, it's Wildcat basketball. Losey, Vose, Frederick, Steinfeld, and Billy Vose. The 5 out for Louisburg. Rowe, Schmidt, Langford, Carlton, and McCray. The 5 out for the Chieftains. Minute 45 to go in the game. A 6-point lead for Tonganoxie. 1 point in this game had a 10-point lead, and the Wildcats continue to find Gavin Losey underneath. A chance for 2 coming up at the line, and I believe that's the 4th of the game of Talon Langford.
Team's 5th, Losey at the line, shooting 2.
Opportunity at the line for Gavin Losey. Louisburg now 7 of 12 from the free throw line tonight.
3 Gutterman into the game for Louisburg. 2 Byrne into the game for
Getterman in for Louisburg, Byrne in for Tonganoxie. Can't continue to leave points at the line if you're Louisburg. Losey on the back end, knocks it down. 51-46. Under 90 seconds to go in the game. It's Allen trying to get around Miles Vose to the near corner. He hands out to McRae. No look underneath. Carlton with the left hand, can't finish. Schmidt on the board, blocked from Losey, and they call the foul.
That's 4 on him.
And it is number 4.
Schmidt at the line, shooting 2.
Both teams in the bonus rest of the way.
Yeah, these are big free throws right now for Owen.
He did not start this game, did not appear in the first half. He came in a little bit later in the third quarter, has provided some big points, big moments for the Chieftains in this game to help propel them in front. Right now trying to hold on and build to this 5-point lead. Trying to knock down on the back end. It's in the air and good. Backs against the wall now for Louisburg. Can use a 3 here in the worst way. And a drive in, Miles Vose. Timeout coming in from Coach Dahl. Vose doesn't really like the timeout use there. Thought he had a good drive in. So a timeout going to be taken here by Louisburg. They'll have 2 remaining. Tonganoxie still with 3. Just a 30-second timeout as we'll keep it here for the time being. And this presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live tonight has been presented by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, give them a call at 913-369-6600. We have been treated to a pair of very exciting basketball games here tonight, coming in close all the way down to the final minutes. Chieftains have themselves in the driver's seat right now with a 6-point lead, 1:10 to go in the fourth. Looking to close in on win number 4 of the year, win number 1 against a Frontier League opponent. And looking to snap out of this 6-game losing streak. Wildcats, if they have anything to say about it. Looking to complete the regular season sweep against the Chieftains and continue to solidify their lead and head-to-head advantage for that last postseason spot. Currently the 16th seed is Louisburg. Number 17 seed and not qualifying for the postseason right now is Tonganoxie. There's a 2 underneath Gavin Losey. And both teams are in the bonus. So if you're Louisburg, want to start playing a fouling game, but they're not going to go to it right now. In the hands of Byrne. He goes up the floor, passes out of the trap into the hands of Carlton. Holds on strong. There's the foul. Frederick will take it against Carlton.
Fouls on Frederick is first. Carlton at the line.
First foul of the game for Derek Frederick. And here are free throws for Noah Carlton. And this is a guy you want at the line if you're talking about 72% on the season from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's been a beast tonight.
In the middle of a career game.
Oh, gone it.
13, Callahan into the net for Louisburg.
Noah now 13 points on the night. Looking to make it on the back end. Dead quiet in this gym outside of me. He knocks it down. Back to a 5-point advantage, under 30 to go. Louisburg needs a quick 3. Bose going around the screen. Precious seconds ticking away. 3 is on the way, way offline. Doesn't go for Lance Callahan. Chieftains on the board.
I don't think they're going to foul. Timeout.
Once again, Louisburg wasn't looking to foul, and that was a lot of seconds going by. Now with 8.1 in the game, that really kind of takes any hope of, again, I never want to count anybody out. We've seen a lot of crazy things happen, but now.
Especially these Chieftains in the fourth quarter and in overtime this year.
Right now looking to kind of overcome those struggles of late in games, trying to close out these games with a lead. They're looking to do it here tonight against Louisburg. They're 8.1 seconds away from doing it. And right where they want to be with a 5-point lead, still have possession of the basketball with that timeout taken for Coach Simmons. I mean, if you're Louisburg here, it doesn't, your only hope is initially you could go for the steal on the inbounds. If it doesn't happen, you got to go for a foul. You have to. There's nothing else you can do. Langford will be the one to inbound. Stacked formation here for Tonganoxie. And they find it to Carlton. About 2.5 seconds melted off the clock there, down to 5.7.
Carlton at the line, shooting 2.
Second foul of the game on Billy Vose. So 2 more here on the back end for Noah Carlton.
Big free throw right
I would
there.
have to strongly assume is going to be our top candidate for the Midwest Carpet Center Player of the Game honors.
He's got my vote.
Well, it's your vote. It's not even a vote. It's like it's a monarchy. It's a dictatorship with you. It's whatever you say. It's what goes. Yeah, it's 2 more on there. Very much sealing this one away. And Tonganoxie, they had to wait all the way to their 12th game against a Frontier League opponent, but they get their first win. Final score, 55-48. Tonganoxie splits the regular season doubleheader with Louisburg. Chieftains sweep the doubleheaders tonight against the Wildcats. Both games coming down to the final seconds, final moments into the fourth quarter. Most importantly, it walks away with a pair of Chieftain wins. We'll step aside here for a moment. We'll break down this game, wrap up our coverage, and announce our not so predictable Midwest Carpet Center player of the game. And we return in a few moments on Talking Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be to breed-specific trim or an adorable cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities in space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Now we go along to our Brothers Market post-game show. You can check out our weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com. Brothers Market, where they treat you like family. Wrapping up the action here tonight inside Chieftain Arena. Boys for the Chieftain squad completes the doubleheader sweep tonight of Louisburg. 55-48, the final score there. Lady Chieftains also getting the one-score win in their game as well. Good night to be a Chieftain here tonight inside Chieftain Arena. Let's run through our point totals real quick for Louisburg. You had Billy Vose finishing with 3, along with John Gutterman and Owen Marsh, each with 3 points. 8 points apiece for Derek Frederick and Miles Vose. 2 points Lance Callahan. 8 points for Ethan Cush. And here's the line for Gavin Losey. 13 points on the night, going 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 13 points, 16 total rebounds, quite a double-double for him, including 9 offensive rebounds. Nearly had a double-double, which is offensive rebounds alone. 7 defensive rebounds, that's 16 total. He was really the one of the few bright spots tonight for Louisburg and a big part of keeping them into the game for a good majority of this contest. As for Tongi, you had Jet Gilmore finishing with 2 points, 3 points for Talon Langford, 4 points for Jason Byrne, 9 points for Nolan McGuire, 8 points for Lachlan McRae, 7 points for Owen Schmidt, 6 for Anthony Rowe. Good scoring around for Tongi, but it goes to Noah Carlton, our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game. 16 points, 6 of 9 shooting, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and did not record a steal, but a great night nonetheless for Noah Carlton.
Yeah, he was the energy, and I thought it was his energy that helped the Chieftains in the second half to finally finish a game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was huge, and fighting underneath with Gavin Losey holding his own, and you talked about the energy, that spark plug. We've seen many players over the years here with Tongi basketball that we've been able to call the spark plug for their team, and Noah Carlton, I think it's safe to say he's definitely that person for this Chieftain squad. Again, Noah Carlton, our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game. They have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great prices. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie or visit their website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more. As we wrap up our coverage here tonight, look, like we said, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. This was a big win tonight for this Chieftain boys team. They get their first win in Frontier League play now at 4-13 overall, but most importantly, they get the head-to-head win against Louisburg. They split their games in the regular season. Louisburg winning the first one back in December. Tongi winning the game here tonight. But when it comes to the rankings and stuff, this should now put Tonganoxie a game ahead of Louisburg. So now it's the Chieftains that retake that final spot in the postseason, the 16th seed. Louisburg now falls out as being the first team out of the postseason, and with 3 games left to play, as we let's take a quick look at what we have coming up next here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Chieftains will be having a week off. They'll be back here for senior night next Tuesday night, home against the Baldwin Bulldogs. A pair of tough matchups for the Chieftains there against the Bulldogs coming into town. On the road that Friday at Paola, and then on the road that following Tuesday at Ottawa a couple weeks from now. So you're looking at that matchup. You face two tough matchups with Baldwin and Ottawa. You get the matchup on the road at Paola, who you lost to in double overtime earlier this year. You felt like you should have gotten the win there, so they'll have a chance to do that. But, I mean, even at Tonga, you're looking at those games, and you're thinking if they can go 1-2, those are going to be really tough matchups against Ottawa and Baldwin, but if they can just go 1-2 down that stretch, it should be enough to have them hopefully clinch this final postseason spot, and then just, again, get to qualify and then just kind of see what happens. Maybe they can kind of create some chaos, and who knows where they can go from there.
Absolutely. Like you said, you just need to get a ticket to the dance, and then anything can happen.
Yep, that's it. So, again, that will do it for our coverage here tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us over. If you're a traditional listener here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, as well as the folks over on the Varsity Sports Live YouTube channel and our Louisburg Sports Live channel. Thank you guys for joining along with us tonight for the simulcast coverage. We'll be back in a week from now here on senior night. 7 days from now, the senior night matchup against Baldwin. I want to wish everybody being safe over the next couple of days. I know the snowstorm's going to be rolling in. I've already seen there's no school here tomorrow, so if you haven't heard the word already, if you got a kid coming to school tomorrow, they're not having school tomorrow, so a nice off day for the students and staff and everybody. And we plan on being back here a week from now. Senior night matchup against the Bulldogs. Alongside Dennis Drennan, I'm Dylan Funk saying so long from your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.